Welcome to the Irrelevant Podcast. I'm Nathan Jones with my co-host Alex Lewis, back for episode 33 today, bright and early on a Wednesday morning. Welcome back, Alex, to the podcast.
It is morning time, isn't it?
Technically, yeah. It's before noon.
I've been up for so long, I forget that this is not noon because it feels like lunchtime to me.
Yeah, mornings aren't really. They're irrelevant. They're irrelevant. Mornings are irrelevant now for me because 4:30 is my morning. So,
I mean, I get a lot done, I feel like.
I get most of my clients done in the morning because they want to get done in the morning too.
I wish I had that.
I have a 4:30. I have a 5:30. I have a huge group of people that comes in at 6 a.m. and then I have a lady that comes in at 7:30. And then I do nothing gym-wise until 3 o'clock. Then I have a few that come in the evening. Had a couple come in to, what is it? Oh, Gina and Kenny. Yeah, they just signed up with me. So.
Nice.
Yeah, we're trying to get her past her COVID symptoms.
Oof.
She's been having breathing problems, just trouble breathing in general since COVID happened. So
that's no bueno.
I'm try to increase her ability to live. Live, people. Live. Choose life.
Harder to kill.
Yeah. Well, again, she came to me, and I hear this a lot, and I like to say that I hear this a lot. She's getting to the grandchild age, and she wants to be able to enjoy her experiences with her grandchildren, which I totally respect. So we have to increase her cardiovascular ability more than anything right now, I feel like. Just based on her sled pull time.
99% of the people, right?
Yeah, someone asked me that. What did they were talking about strength and conditioning. That gets thrown around a lot. People don't want to do. They want to do the strength part, but they don't want to do the conditioning part. And ironically enough, which we talk about here on a lot, your GPP goes up, your strength capacity will also go up.
Or at least potential for it.
The potential. You have the... have you read the special strength training book, the coaching manual? SST manual for coaches. Have you read that one? It's like Verkhoshansky. Yeah. Not the big... Is it big?
No, you're not talking about the West Side one you're talking about.
No, the actual one that Verkhoshansky wrote.
I don't think so. Maybe
it talks about a lot of the special strengths and motor potential and motor output and how you have to increase general capacities before you have the ability to display special strengths.
Right. Well, maybe I've read it. I don't know, dude. There's like 15 of them that came with that fucking certification that I read.
It probably was one that was in there. That was one that AJ gave me when I got out there. He gave me Science and Practice. He gave me Peak Performance by Thomas Kurz. Have you read that one? It's like an thick orange book. It's pretty good. I like that one a lot. It breaks things down really well. And then the SST manual that talks about how to produce what training methods you should use to produce specific special strength capacities in clients. Talks about the conjugate sequence system and how that came to be. Block training. Talks a lot about block training in there. Which a lot of people get confused, I think, with like what block and conjugate are. I see a lot of people that talk about how they use block and conjugate together on Instagram.
Well, it's like you have different phases of your conjugate training is what they're talking about.
Yeah. And I was always confused, like when you look at block in a nutshell, it kind of looks conjugate-y. Because you're like in a different block, you're just focusing on a different specific capacity that you're trying to bring up. But like conjugate is supposed to be doing that consistently where all capacities are coming up over a specific time. But that doesn't mean you can't change the focus to try to raise a specific capacity while you're doing conjugate over other capacities. But you're still bringing up. So in case you guys are wondering what we have to the muddy water we have to go through to try to figure out what's best for you guys. Now you have an idea into our brains about what we read. So did you ever have that problem or distinction with block?
It's whatever, man.
You don't.
Like, if you're gonna have to have a goal for each phase of whatever you're doing, and if
Right.
you choose to train all the capacities at the same time so you don't lose as much, then welcome to the conjugate life, I guess.
So like when you're doing like a hypertrophy phase, for example, how are you? So because some people would look at you and go, oh, well, you're only focusing on hypertrophy, so you're not a conjugate guy because you're not doing strength, you're not doing dynamic effort, you're not, like you're not doing the things that would make you conjugate or whatever. But how do you still see that fit into a conjugate system?
Well, you need an off season from powerlifting, right?
Yeah, but that's just linear. You can't do that. Stop it.
What do you mean? I ironically, I just planned this all out yesterday. It's funny that you brought this up coincidentally. Because
What's after the powerlifting cycle? Like you're looking at that now?
I have the next, how many months is it? I don't know. Like 7 months of my training planned out.
No, we don't do that.
Yesterday.
We just flip a coin when people come in.
I think I did all 6 months. I did to the Monday after the meet till June 1st.
Are you going to go through a pretty big deload in terms of like neurological stimulus?
9 weeks ish.
Yeah. So just so you know, Alex is going to go to a meet and he's not going to just continue to like kill himself under the bar and die under all these heavy intensive things.
I'm not going to touch a bar for 9 weeks.
Yeah. So it's like there's obviously breaks that you need to have in your training. That doesn't mean you need to do. I mean, I guess if you're younger, your ability to recover is a little better sometimes. So you can kind of push the envelope maybe, but
I think nutrition and sleep play the biggest factors.
Yeah, but we know a lot of people aren't getting adequate amounts of that. So
you don't know who listens to this. Maybe the people that listen to this are, Nathan.
I know some of the people that listen to this and they are not. So
not to name any names, but all you
I'm not naming anybody. They were all the people that I was talking to at the gym. They said they listened to Aaron's episode and they were like, we felt very like you were targeting us. Why were you targeting us? I'm like, no, I didn't even ask him to come on. That was Alex is the one.
Do you ever tell them that like I don't deal with the guests? They just appear.
Yeah, I just ask people every now and then. They're just here. I luckily got a few fish in the barrel. That's about it.
Well, no, you're the production guy.
But yeah, like
their role.
Alex brought Aaron on. So if you guys feel convicted by your nutritional problems, then you should probably soul search a little bit and maybe fill out your nutrition tracker. But that's not me. I didn't do it.
Oh, that's me. That was all me.
That's all Alex.
I bring on 90% of the guests, which I'm okay with because I like surprising Nathan. So
speaking of, we were supposed to have one today, folks, but unfortunately our guest is still down in the dumps a little bit. Not that's a bad way to say it. He's just having some health issues, which we really want him to come on because he's a phenomenal human being and phenomenal.
Well, we get Khalil next week.
Coach. Oh, we're cycling back to the man, the myth, the legend, Khalil. I hear about his Swiss.
Good timing too. Yeah, he gets to tell us all about Swiss.
Yeah. Yeah, for those of
that shit next year.
For those of you who do not know what Swiss is, you should just go look Elite FTS Swiss I guess you call it a conference, convention, whatever you want to call it. And it's
what is it? Sports weightlifting something.
Don't ask me. I don't know the acronym.
Injury Prevention Symposium.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a big event that they put on. Elite FTS puts on every year to get some of the best and brightest.
All the coolest strength and conditioning nerds go to hang out for a weekend.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
So normal people are not going to give a shit.
Basically, if you go watch all the table talks that have ever existed in the history of table talks, all of those people, they just find a way to get together in one big table talk at the Elite FTS Swiss Symposium. I mean, that's it. That's literally it.
More than the guests. Like N1 was there this year. They got to do a
I saw a video of Kaz on there. I think they posted some of their stuff.
Went and trained at Elite FTS.
I think that'd be the coolest thing is getting to train actually inside their gym and have the amount of.
I'll probably pay for the VIP thing. I'm just going to do it all.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely an experience.
Although I wonder how many of those people I can get on the podcast between now and then.
Well, so that's my thought too, is if we go, how many people can we at least put our face in front of and be like, hey, now you see, I see me see you. So now you have to, I exist. So let's podcast this thing up, like Lord Phelps.
I get people say yes and they don't know exist, so it's okay.
I've honestly been shocked.
I've only had a few no's.
I've been shocked at the amount of people in the strength and conditioning world that actually do want to come on the podcast, and I think it's just because of free exposure. But I mean, but a lot of these people are big names. Like you especially have brought on some big names. Like for the people who don't understand the strength and conditioning world, when some of these guests come on, we're like, that was a cool one. That was a good one.
They're all good. I don't think we've had a bad guest yet, to be honest with
you. No, but that's just like,
you were the bad guests.
Well, me. Probably me more than anything. I just ask the good questions every now and then. But like Aaron, Aaron was a great one. He was a big name. Right? Like
we got all kinds of fancy people.
Oh man. Yeah.
November.
There's a big one coming down the pipeline. Yeah.
Ew.
There's a few big ones in November.
In 1 week. We're gonna have maybe, I don't know. It's gonna be awesome. I know that much.
If this strength and conditioning stuff,
people would be so much fun.
Well, like I said, I liked being on. I did the whole streaming thing, and I liked being in front of the camera for a long time. But
I don't. That part, I forget it's even really happening. To be honest, I'm just more interested in hearing about people's crazy shit that they do.
Yeah, I'm sure that one guy who's coming on in that one time in November that does all the big things. I'm sure he'll have some interesting stories to tell.
We're going to talk to him about some cool stuff.
Yeah, you better get your popcorn ready, folks. That's a good one.
Especially because now I've been researching these people more, so it's taking a page out of Dave Tate's book.
I should take a page out of AJ's book because he said that all the time. So like if he had because he worked with some people that were like NBA players, professional baseball players, and it was like, you guys at least better to understand where they're from, what their background is. As soon as they come walking in the door, you better know or have something to have a conversation with them about when they get here, or you're just wasting my time. Like, because these are some should be well-known players, and if you can't have conversations with them, then you don't deserve to be in the same room with them. I was like, that's fair.
Conversations are easy to have, though.
Yeah, I think so too. He had a few that were really good.
Back to the training thing, because we didn't actually talk about it.
So, welcome back. Okay.
If you have a segment of your training because I was thinking about this morning, of hypertrophy focused workouts, how would you make that quote unquote conjugate? Right?
Yeah, that's kind of the context of the question. Sure.
What are we dedefining as conjugate? Are we doing West Side style conjugugate? Because then nope.
Here we go. Yeah, here we go.
That's count at all. Not one bit. That's horseshit.
Yeah. So
that's
for
garbage.
those,
it won't work. That's the West Side thing.
So for Mr. Photographic, can you explain to the people? I'm sure we've done it before, but what's the difference between West Side Conjugate and the conjugate sequence system that was developed in the 70s by the Russians?
What I can remember about the sequence system is it was like 72 exercises that the Russians had selected for their Olympic lifters, and they would cycle through these exercises. And I didn't know much more about details about that, but so that's where the variation thing came within the West Side Conjugate system. They also, part of it was training all the capacities at once.
Right.
So you're doing like some max effort, you're doing some in like speed, strength, speed, explosive work, all that jazz. Right. So you're training multiple things at once so that nothing is really having to lag, but you're not making huge progress in any one of them at any given time, it doesn't seem.
Right. Do you think
Louis,
go ahead,
being inspired by the Bulgarians, I think he really loved fucking with people, but
just wanted to kill people.
I mean, I get it a little bit.
Have you seen the Bulgarian training schedule?
It's horrid.
Like a daily?
They lived in the gym. Like the squat rack was like next to their bed, and they were pumping themselves with like I think one of the things was talking about they were like 2,000 grams, or like is it 2,000 milligrams? So 2 grams of like D-ball a day, which is the normal dosage is 10 to 50 milligrams.
For those of you
not 2 grams
interested to see if you're training hard, or if you want to know what like crazy intensity training looks like, go look up the Bulgarians in the 60s and what some of the crazy crap they were doing.
They maxed out every day. And, so Louis like, all right, we're going to max out. So he really took and just made his own conjugate system is what he did. And that's the West Side system.
He basically found his own special exercises that helped powerlifters to obtain.
Or whatever athletes he was working with.
Yeah.
He was obsessed with powerlifting, but he also helped athletes.
I think that's very lost.
The way you squat in a suit helps you become a better athlete.
Why is that? Why do you think that is?
Because it trains the posterior chain.
Right. Most athletes that we encounter are actually lacking a tremendous amount of posterior chain.
I'll go with humans.
Yep. That's fair.
As things that evolved to run down its prey.
If you look at
like endurance, because no animals sweat, just our dumbasses sweat. So.
If you look at a lot of athletic endeavors, they require a ton of hamstring, a ton of glute, a ton of calf, and really a ton of quad. People forget that quads obviously play a huge role in a lot of athletic endeavors, but a lot of them...
That forward locomotion, it's not as much quad as anybody thinks it is.
Right. It's all the posterior side, especially if you're going to be some kind of track and field athlete.
Which are the crazy freak humans. But
yeah.
So then if you have the West Side conjugate system, where Louis' version is 4 days, you have max effort upper, max effort lower.
Is it 4
though? Effort upper.
It's really 7.
7. What? 4 days over a week.
So here, back up even there.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
What is he basing those days off of, Alex? Do you know?
Well, max effort, you need anywhere from you can need up to potentially 96 hours for recovery.
Sometimes.
Potentially, but 72 was kind of like the rule of thumb, I guess.
Yep.
But so yeah, if you go up or lower, you can, because you wouldn't hit upper or you wouldn't hit lower again until Friday, so you got a full 72 hours in between.
Right.
Right. So I think that's a really genius idea. What I couldn't figure out with it, what I think people like Laura are probably really good about is knowing how to bring the intensity of the leg days down to be more even with the upper body days. To make it a little more balanced to recover from.
You think people can be...
When I would do it, I would just fucking drill myself in the ground on those lower body days, and the upper body ones were like, meh.
Right. People are usually going too intense on that Monday, or they can do more maybe in the capacity of their lower body too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Way more.
So it's going to have a greater effect on the central nervous system, you think, when you do that?
Yeah, and then they figured out the variations, I think, too. I think that's probably another thing that, like you listen to Laura talk about it. She's like, you'll do, I think they go like squat, and then maybe another squat and a deadlift. So you're not even really doing them on the same day sometimes, like Louis would have people do.
Right.
AJ, again, Louis was using freak athletes that were also enhanced.
AJ talks about that a lot, like with your beginners. Obviously, kids come to you 13, 14, 15 years old. If you want to run a conjugate system with them, you can. That's great. But they don't need as much variation in their training. So if you want to do like a max effort Monday, it doesn't obviously have to be max effort with young kids that have a young training age. You can go your 5x5 situations, but you can keep it pretty consistent. Like squat, week 1 squat, week 2 squat, week 3 squat. Don't even have to really change the variation with them. But then when you get into those more like heavier specialized areas of training years, maybe you have a kid when he's 14 and then he's still with you at 21, 7 years of training age with you. You have to vary within the actual variation that they do, because you can't pull the same card over and over and over and over again, because it loses its value.
Do kids even really get to a max effort ever outside of sprinting and jumping?
As far as the skill is concerned, like being able to actually...
do you think they're exerting a max effort under load ever?
No, I don't think they're capable.
Jumping is the only thing they can do that's actual max effort.
I think that I've seen more numbers increase since I've started putting in some sprint days and some more loaded jump days than I did when I was just doing less jump volume, less sprint volume. And
I'm just saying,
and they're not pulling
maximal motor unit recruitment thing, right?
Right.
To do that, it has to be in under 10 seconds or less. Now, I understand they're on the light end of the spectrum, but is there really anything else that they can even handle doing max effort at unless you're teaching them with isometrics.
Yeah, I don't think they have the coordination ability to do it.
Okay, so then if you there's your max effort for your workout. Who gives a shit how many times they do reps on squats and everything else? Right? Now you need the repetition method. So there's your
Yeah. Which that's I give repetition method to a lot of my kids. Like
and
early
if you
on.
listen to all the really good coaches we've had on here, every single one of them says, "Oh yeah, they'll start with like 5x5." Like none of them are making those kids max out anytime soon.
Right. They usually do it. If they do a one, it's like a
real maxes. Like I don't even know what a real max is anymore. After seeing what I could do in a competition, it's like, well, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Because if you can add, let's say, 10 to 20% by peaking, well, then does anybody really know what their max is?
Yeah. There's differences, obviously, between on the floor, competition, training maxes, or
you would think even for any athlete, you're peaking them for the beginning of the season. So you're not even going to know really what they can do.
Yeah, you don't really know what they can
test that when they go into season. So
they're in season constantly all the time now, so you don't really know.
Well, yeah, those kids you never know, right?
Yeah, and I think that's part of why, because Louis talks about you have to know when you're the most explosive, the strongest, and the fastest at any given point, and I think that appeals to a lot of people that train these athletes pretty much year round because they're always in sport and they have to be good year round. So they're just like, well, this system makes the most sense to me because.
Yeah, but I think they really try to max them out like they would a fucking powerlifter. And it's like, you should probably just do max efforts as in sprints and jumps.
They don't even have the neurological ability to do that though. Like they're not being able to, they can't turn on those motor units like these guys that have been doing powerlifting for 5 to 10 years, 20 years.
Doesn't give you a warning saying, hey, if you use inexperienced lifters, they're not going to have coordination to max out. So you shouldn't do these. Like he doesn't care.
Well, and I think that he got better realizing that the book of methods is for powerlifters. Let me write these other books that kind of talk about.
No, I think they had to talk him into it.
Oh, you think so?
I think that's what if you listen to the table talk with Laura, she was talking about it because for the longest time, nobody had any idea that he knew anything about
athletes,
other sports athletes.
He kind of, there's subtleties in there.
Tell them all the time in the gym. And they're like, why the fuck is he not, what? Like, what?
Yeah. Because, he talks about, the Ohio State runners that he had in his running manual that couldn't get any faster. And then they came to West Side. So I had an argument with someone about that one time. They said that it's because of, and this is probably partly might be true. It's like those Ohio State guys weren't getting any faster, those runners, because of the training methods that they were doing they'd done them for so long that when they came to West Side, it was so novel and new to them. It wasn't really that they were getting any better. It was just such a new stimulus that it propelled them to another level, of ability as far as sprinting ability.
Strength training, and you make them strength train. Well, yeah, of course.
Because they were doing a lot of running, and obviously Louis talks about how cut the running down.
He stopped them from running. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, cut the running way down. Hey, stop running. Let's make you stronger in this capacity. But do you think that any method would have worked in that way? Like if they would have just stopped running and continued to just even do Olympic weights, for example?
No.
Or do you think Louis just had such a knack for strength and making people stronger and getting to that greater amount of force output that it was it wouldn't have worked even if they would have stopped running and just done anything? It had to be what Louis did.
Substituted any weightlifting in there. It doesn't work that way. You can't just I'm going to go do a fucking bro workout because I'm part of my marathon.
Well, let's say they were actually training though, going to a different coach.
Okay, what does that coach know about pro? You have to understand special strengths. If you don't understand special strengths, you're literally just guessing and most likely trying to make it look like the sport.
Yeah.
Which in this case, if you're reducing their specificity in the form of running, you should probably not add in more specificity in the form of shit in the gym that looks like running.
Right. Wait, and by that you mean all the stupid stuff you see on Instagram or
Oh, probably. I don't know. I don't see those things. But yeah, if you're practicing your sport with weight, that's not what we're talking about. And so
you don't have to mimic
argument
that.
You had with is they have a valid point in that the novel stimulus being that, oh, we're just strength training muscle tissue and, the things that help run, but we're not really worrying about running or worrying about form or any of that. Let's get stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that novel stimulus will keep going. It doesn't
yeah,
just stop. It's not like newbie gains are only because you don't understand how to program to keep the newbie gains going.
right. Right.
Like, it's not a coincidence I still hit PRs completely overtrained for my deadlift and squat.
Yeah.
It's
You have
that
to
newbie gains. I've been doing this. I've been training for fucking 13 years.
still have to train the tissue specifically to meet the demands of the sport.
Right.
You
So if you're
can't.
creating adaptation and you can recover from that adaptation, that is the game. The game is recovery.
Yep.
Nobody gets that.
Tell my new
Well,
clients that. They're like, "Oh, we're really sore," and I'm like, "Don't worry. That's just because you haven't done anything in a long time. So now that we're going to start doing things, we're going to give you the minimal that you can do to recover from, so that soreness starts to go away, so your body can adapt a little bit, and then we'll start to work off of that. But like, yeah, you're going to be sore if I gave you 3x10 body weight squats if you've been doing nothing for 10 years. Like, you're going to be sore probably. So let's give you the minimal right now. Let you recover so that you don't hate your life and you want to come back, and then we'll go from there.
But so back to the hypertrophy thing. Now that we've gone down the rabbit hole of
West side.
Conjugate and what's the conjugate sequencing?
Oh yeah. So how are you conjugating?
As a training method, conjugate just means you're training multiple method capacities at the same time.
So how is your system going to be conjugated since you're going into hypertrophy training? Which some people would say that's not conjugate.
I train
That's
max
just
effort every day in the form of isometrics. So that checks the max effort box.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have to be a max effort externally loaded exercise, I don't believe, because the nervous system doesn't fucking know any different.
It's just going till intensity. That's it.
Right. It's an on-off switch type thing. Like,
that's the cool thing about isometrics.
Yeah. So that checks the max effort box. This morning I was thinking about it, and I'll probably do sprints and jumps as a warm-up still before I do my bodybuilding stuff. So that checks that box. I do cardio pretty much every day. So that checks any type of metabolic training box that you would want to check off, which Louis didn't really focus on, but still knew that was crucial for recovery. So
they did the sleds and stuff. I mean,
I know, but it's not like a strength, for example. It's not like
like
force velocity curve.
It's not a
thing, but he
special strength.
Right. But it's still part of like, hey, if you're going to be able to recover to do this shit,
it's a big piece.
Yeah. So that'll still be part of it. And then the hypertrophy work is the repetition method. And those will be like right in the middle. So I guess I'm just not getting any speed strength work, but I believe if you train the one end, which is max effort, and the other end, which is explosive effort,
speed strength kind of takes care of itself.
I mean, it will in a sense.
Yeah. So there you go. He's west siding. Don't yell at him.
But like
all you west siders,
the speed strength thing is like you need such a high level of proficiency to be able to train that, whether it's Olympic lifting or doing anything with bands and chains.
Yep. That, and I think strength speed as well.
I mean, that's just like heavy triples, right? That's
yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah, because
I think takes much less than the max
I
effort.
think is that.
I don't even know what max effort is though. I hit squats the other day and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna fucking be heavy. It's gonna suck." I just blasted right through it. I was like, "Okay, well, that wasn't anywhere near 95%, so that's cool."
What number was this at? So this was a true number, not after a 5 mile hike number. Did you actually?
I did 95% of my training max for my second attempt. Actually, it was 97%. I went a little heavier because I was thinking I'd probably have some in the tank.
Which was what? 462?
No, I went 450.
450.
My max was 465.
Oh, I was basing it off 475. My bad. I thought that's the number you wanted.
My max was 465, but yeah, I did the 95% of 475.
That's what I know how. I see.
Which is really
I see.
Like 97% of that 460.
Yeah, I know what you were doing. I saw it. I read your mind.
And then, so that was 7 pounds under the comp weight that I did, and it moved like an opener. I was like, oh shit.
That's good.
Interesting.
Here comes 5 bills.
405 did. Maybe. I don't know. Those fucking knee sleeves are weird, man. They like 450 and above is when they start to work, it seems.
Here's a question. Do you think the knee sleeves... Sorry, I know I'm getting off track again. Do you think the knee sleeves helps with the box squat?
I didn't feel like they did. No.
Right.
I've tried them once there, and I was like,
Yeah, doesn't do a whole lot. Why is that, Alex? Why is that?
because you're not getting much knee flexion.
Right. So it's
The wraps I could see, because you could get those motherfuckers so tight, I bet that it's hard to bend your knee.
yeah,
So
but
I could see that being a
that's
good
any lift
carryover.
problem. Yeah, that's you did any lift at that point because you're just squeezing the piss out of your legs at that
But the knee
point.
sleeves, you can still get quite a bit of knee flexion.
Yeah.
And that seems to be where they shine.
Yeah, Arlie. So your stupid knee sleeves that you're trying to get better at with your box squat, they're not going to help you that much.
I mean, if it's a mental thing, that's fine, I guess. But
Well, I just thought it. I was like, Anyway, I was like,
it feels weird on mine because mine are so tight.
I told him, I was like,
Right,
you got
so-
those sleeves. We'll just give you the free squat back. We'll just go back to free squat and we're not going to box squat for a while.
I mean, raw squatting is a different thing than like the box squat is really good for athletes, it finds out, and equipped lifters.
Yep. It's all
But
about.
I box squatted this prep, and I'm pretty sure it did not help my squat whatsoever. My
No.
deadlift, though, I think it fucking really might have transferred well there.
It's the same musculature. I keep telling my guys that. It's like you're
Well, but
literally.
I lift conventional.
True. Yeah, but hey, Louis says wide builds hip or wide builds close. So
Let me tell you now, I feel my adductors when I do conventional. So that's an interesting thing.
wow, when he does conventional, that's impressive.
You
Yeah.
just feel everything start to turn on. But yeah, so I don't know. I have all of those things for a hypertrophy day. So I don't know. I feel like that's fairly conjugate. I'm training all the capacities still.
I think
In the last year that I've been doing, or 10 months I've been doing it this way, I've done nothing but make progress and not get hurt. The
Which
newbie
is-
gain should have stopped months ago.
also of an argument that people make to why you should do conjugates because it keeps you safer, or if it's done well, it keeps you safer overall than.
If you understand prescription of volume, you can make it work well.
Yep.
But you can, just like anything, you can overdo it.
Yeah. Yep. I guess the biggest argument, I don't know. It's just, I want to be the best at all these things at any given point. I don't want to have some capacity fall off if I was doing like a typical linear model.
And by the best, do you mean the best of your abilities or the best of anyone's abilities?
Well, just in general, like if
This is
I'm
where I
training,
think people get real confused and they think, well, I don't want to be the best. And I'm like, wait, don't want to be the best version of you, or you don't want to be the best version ever?
why are you training then?
Because you don't have to be the best version ever of someone, but you
Oh.
can be the best version of you and should always probably strive to be the best version of you.
Well, why the hell would you train if you're not going to be?
Because someone told them to. What are you talking about? Why do people do what do they do? They're conditioned to do it. They're just told to.
Yeah, but if I'm going to train and not waste my time, but if I'm going to be in there giving my time to something, it's like, well, I'm going to give it the capacity that it needs to get the most out of it, you know?
Now, those are ideal people. And like, when you're picky like me, those are the people you get to work with. But oftentimes there's a whole market of people in every single Globo gym in this country that, well, think about this. So in a highly densely populated area, they probably charge more per hour for personal training than you do, right?
Yeah.
And you will have people buy those sessions and never show up.
Probably.
No. Facts. This is not probably.
I don't know these things. I don't know. Yeah.
Before. No, I'm telling you.
Oh, because you
I've
worked
done
there.
it. I
Yeah.
was
So
a personal trainer for 5 years. I know.
people pay you and don't show up. That's cool.
All the time.
Wow.
All of the time. They will hand me $1,200 and never come and show up.
Just buy a package.
Yep. 100%.
I'm glad I don't have people like that, to be honest.
So, like, when people are like, oh, this is too much money, I'm like, I have yet to find an amount of money that is too much for someone not to show up. Now, I find different people who value things differently and value their money differently, so then they always show up, right? But that's a mindset thing. I had someone pay me $1,300 a month and not do a single fucking thing I ask almost.
The people that pay you, like I have people that pay me in advance, they don't miss. They just don't. They're just like, I've already committed to this.
They're invested.
Yeah.
So the bigger the investment and the more pain it causes you to miss that, the more likely you are to do it.
Yep. I shifted that model too. I was like, hey, I'm going to offer you guys, like, because I wasn't asking people for like payments in full because I just didn't know that was the thing until you talked to me about it. But it was like, and I've only had a few people take me up on it, but Yeah, every time that someone's taken that and done that offer, they show up every freaking day. And if they're not going to show up, it's usually just because like they're really hard day at work the day before, or they're sick, or they have to go to like something over here with their child, or like, but it's very few, and it's not like they're doing it every week. It's like once a month maybe. So because it's like, oh well, this is burning me where it hurts. So
yeah, everyone speaks money. That's why gotta hit them where it hurts.
Yeah. So I started
People won't
offering
act
it
until there's a big enough pain to make them act.
That's fair.
Not
That could be a lot of
everyone's
different things
psychotic
too.
like me and is just an addict and wants to train all the time.
Yep. He lives in the gym. Can confirm.
I just picked the thing that made it so that my life experience became better. I got lucky. That's what I got addicted to. Instead of drugs or alcohol or all these other things that everyone else gets addicted to.
Don't give him the bad stuff. Don't let him go down that road. Keep him in the gym. Keep the bear keep the bear in the gym.
Oh, I know I'm an addict. That's how I know I can handle it. I'm not retarded. I don't like, oh, I'm not an addict. No, I know I am. I have got a fucking addictive personality. It's bad.
When is Globo Alex Gym coming to fruition? When is that going to be
what
a thing? When is Globo Alex Gym? When is Alex's gym going to come into fruition? That's what the people want to know.
No more personal debt because I'm not going to rely on people to pay the bills for me to have a gym.
That's fair.
I'm not going to rely on the members because I'm going to tell people to fuck off if I want to. It'll be invite only. You won't have to pay to come lift, but it'll be invite only.
Are you going to try to pay your gym outright and your building and everything? Just
no, I'm just going to make sure I have enough in investments that I can pay for everything that I want to and not have to deal with anyone trying to tell me what should or shouldn't do to get members because I don't give a shit.
Just gonna, when you see the tiger logo on the wall, you'll know.
You won't see anything. It's just gonna be a black building.
That's hilarious.
Like Fight Club.
Oh, that's funny.
It's hilarious. Yeah, no, I'm taking the Louis approach, dude. I don't fucking no.
Yeah, but Louis let people in.
Oh, people that want to be my clients, they can pay to come use it. That's fine. Like it's part of the coaching. You can come use the gym all you want. But
yeah, no, that's what I'm asking. Like, is it still going to be like, what's the service going to be provided and look like? You know what I mean?
Well, if you want to come train in person, it's part of your coaching.
But then they're not going to know where to go, Alex. It's Fight Club.
Well, it said invite only.
But what
the invitation would explain.
What if you don't invite them? You're just like, hey, I'm going to coach you, but I'm not inviting you here.
What? Why would I do that? What are you talking about?
I'm going to take your money, and that's a brilliant scheme. I'll take your money. I'll tell you that you can come to this gym that doesn't exist or does exist. And then
like the Nigerian prince.
Yeah. And then I'm just you'll never hear from me again. Sounds like a Ponzi scheme, like those Ponzi scheme people.
Yeah, that's not really what I was going for.
Where the
I
heck?
just want a badass gym that I don't have to worry about people annoying me in.
What's the layout going to be like? How big of a gym do you want?
Probably like 2,500 square feet. Probably not going to start out too crazy.
That's about the size of mine. Get a lot of stuff in there.
Man, if I opened it in fucking Missouri, I could do that right now.
Well, get on down here.
I pay to rent a space at a gym here.
Get on down here.
It sounds like there's no money down there. I don't think that sounds like a good move at all.
There's not a lot where I'm at, but I mean, Springfield probably.
I'm trying to move where the money is, bro. Not my actual self, but.
Oh, we're trying. Spoiler alert for all of you who think I'm going to stay in Cassville forever. I don't know that I'm going to not stay in Cassville forever, but we have looked at options of trying to get us into like Springfield because it's a bigger, obviously there's almost, I don't know, 400,000 people in that area. So
there's an airport there, isn't there?
There is an airport there. So it's like, yeah, this is kind of, baby Avery gets a little older. We want to get her to a bigger area with more opportunities in the schooling systems, things like that. Plus, obviously, it opens up a larger clientele market. But so new market, new people.
Otherwise, guys, you better start hiring Nathan so he can get better at marketing so he doesn't have to leave Cassville. Because it's either he gets really good at marketing so he doesn't have to leave and he can work anywhere in the world, or he's got to go where the people are.
I like my people. If I do leave Cassville, it will be very hard for me to leave Cassville.
You're trying to get towards the population more, and I'm trying to get away from them.
Well, I don't have to live in Springfield. I could be on a remote area and still drive to Springfield every day. It's not like it's. I mean, there's nice countryside.
Ideally, I'd like to spend a couple years just traveling around to different gyms and hanging out.
That'd be cool.
Like, I'm gonna go train here for a while. I'm gonna go here for a minute.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah, but I mean, Springfield's big, but like if you drive 20 minutes away, you could be on farmland with all the cows and stuff.
Well, yeah, that's how I live now. It's just I want to be like, no, you can't find me on a map.
Well, I mean, yeah, traveling man.
But either a nomad or you're not gonna find me.
He's a traveling man.
I don't know about that, but
he's been everywhere, man. Up and down the world, man.
Take it easy, Johnny Cash.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, no, leaving Cassville would be tough. They have good people, a good community.
Travel next year though.
My gym is a good community of people. Good people. Maybe they'll just travel with me. Come on.
Never know.
Or I'll just leave the Cassville gym open and be like, here you go, have fun. I'm just not there.
Arlie run it.
Frick. Arlie run my gym. Yeah, right. Screw you, Arlie. If you're listening, you're not running my gym. I don't trust you.
Wow.
Need some more years under your belt, buddy. He's deloading for 7 weeks, if you're wondering.
7 weeks?
So I gave him he's on a deload this week, and he's like, where's all the heavy things I get to lift? And I'm like, you're on a deload. He goes, for how long? And I go, 7 weeks. Just messing with him. I was like, 7 weeks. He's like, are you kidding me? 7-week deload? I'm like, I don't know, strength coach. Am I kidding you? You're supposed to understand this stuff too, you ding dong. He's like, but
subjective.
He's like, but seriously, how load am I deloading for? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm still thinking about your next wave right now. Leave me alone.
I will have gone by the time I have my next deload. I will have gone like half a year without one.
Yeah, it's all subjective.
I had one about 8 weeks ago, and I'll have another one in February.
He sent me
March. I'll have another one in March.
He sent me his school training program yesterday, and I was like, "Yeah, good luck doing anything I want to give you now with that amount of volume that you're getting." I was like, "Maybe you are going to be on an 8-week deload from me. Just go do that." And he was like,
the people that teach the strength and conditioning stuff in schools, if I sent them my program, what they would say.
Well, Arlie is in a programming class right now, and the guy said that Conjugate doesn't make sense for anybody.
That's what I'm saying. I want to know, like
you should never do Conjugate. Especially, he's like, I think he said his professor said if you are especially working with new lifters, you should only do linear. Conjugate wouldn't make any sense.
I mean, linear's not terrible. Everyone starts there usually. Because Milo carried a bull. And of course, you should always just add weight.
Well, the class textbook is the Bompa book over periodization. So they're just literally because Bompa's the one that started talking about all that linear stuff, or put it into a book for Americans to actually understand. So that's the textbook they're using. And I have that book, and
I thought it was just bro science that brought all that to light.
I mean, if I can literally
the story of Milo every time. Like, come on, that's all it is.
I can see the book in my brain.
You start with the cow as the calf, and as it gets bigger, you get stronger because it gets heavier.
Is that how it works?
Add more weight. Add more weight.
But eventually,
add more weight.
That's not the only answer.
Yeah, it is.
No,
add more weight.
You can't. That's not always the answer.
What is that?
I don't know, but it ain't always add more weight.
It's always on the question.
What happens when you can't add more weight, though? You're like,
I haven't gotten there. I don't know.
I'm stuck.
I haven't reached that point yet. I'll let you know when I get there.
Oh, okay.
As soon as I started this conjugate thing, that's ceased to be a thing. And since I really started focus on powerlifting for the last 10 months, it really has not been a thing.
I still, sometimes people don't PR, and I'm like, great. What did I do wrong? So
still learning. Think it's you?
I mean, I don't know everything under the sun as far as programming is concerned still, and I try.
Literally have like let's think about this.
I try
There's
things.
24 hours in a day. There's 7 days in a week. What is that? That's 160 hours roughly.
Sure.
We'll say. Sure, it's
168 actually.
168. Okay.
Yep.
You're with them. How many of those 168 hours?
1 times 7. 1 times 5. 5 hours.
5 out of the 168 hours out of the week.
Yeah.
You are with them to make sure they get a result. And if they don't get the desired result, you believe that the 5 hours that you're responsible for are the reason that that result did not happen.
I wear it on my sleeve. If people don't get what they want out of their training, then I take that personally. I should be accountable for that.
I mean, you can definitely examine things and see if there is room for improvement on your end. But if you're only helping them for 5 out of the 168 hours, right? Because, for example, if you don't want to pay someone lots of money to help you, well, they're not going to hold your hand every part of the day to help you make sure you get what you need done.
Well,
so, something that I've done since, I'm the asshole that charges so much money. Well, you know what I'll do is I'll sit there and text you every day and remind you of what you need to do. And I will sit there, like, people that I haven't had anybody do this, but if you want to tell me you won't go grocery shopping for good food, I'll fucking Instacart it to you. I don't give a shit.
Well, like, what I'm saying is, like,
paying for people's time, you start getting a better result. So if they paid for more than 5 hours of your time, then you can guarantee results. But if you're going to put in the minimum amount of effort, which is 5 hours, I don't put in 5 hours a week to get the results I get.
What I'm saying is, like, you can see other lifts progressing. So, like, if their squat goes up, their deadlift goes up, this and that's going up, but they have another lift
they
that's
should be
not.
Grateful anything's happening if they're only putting in 5 hours of work a week.
Well, I don't know. It's sometimes it's hard to say, but
that's the bottom line. If you're not sleeping it, eating it, and doing everything else, and you're making progress, you should be thanking the Lord every single day.
It is.
Yeah.
You're not fucking trying.
Well, but I mean, again,
you're doing the minimum things required to be able to make something happen, and you're expecting these grandiose results. And it's like, no, you should be fucking eating better, sleeping better, checking all these boxes to make sure that happens.
Yeah, but the program has to be good too.
Anyways, the program doesn't matter if you don't recover. Program doesn't mean shit if the other 168 hours of the week or 160 hours of the week you're fucking off. It's not going to work that way. It doesn't ever work that way. In life do you put in 5 hours a week to and you're fucking successful?
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
I'm just saying, like, I still feel responsible if people want to achieve something.
That's fine. You can always examine what you can do better.
Yeah.
But if anyone is logically thinking about it and they go, oh my God, like, that's fucking pretty incredible. You can only spend 5 hours a week on something and get progress.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking insane, actually. What other things can you spend 5 hours a week on and get better at? Serious.
Yeah, I know. I just say, like, typically people don't see it that way, obviously. Like, they're not going to see it like you.
That's why I'm painting the picture. Like, maybe they'll listen to the podcast and get it.
I doubt it, but I'm just saying.
Oh, fuck. Somebody might, some point in time in this fucking history, stuck on the internet forever.
But
they need to look at it that way because that's how it works. If
even if they're not, don't you think though that they should still be making small incremental gains, at least if they're training 4 to 5?
No, fuck no. Why? If you're not creating the environment for adaptation to occur, why would it happen?
Well, I mean, if they're relatively new into their training.
Yeah, those are called beginner gains, and you should be thankful for those. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Nobody makes real progression.
What if they're getting
creating the environment for it to happen?
But what I'm saying is,
you understand from the very beginning that this is what is required, those newbie gains will continue because you understand what's required.
But what if you're getting
the minimum effective amount and you're like, I should be getting this? That's literally our problem with our entire fucking society. They want to put in no work and get the maximum result. Doesn't work that way.
What if you're getting like gains in other lifts though, and not in a specific lift?
Yeah, be thankful. It's not because you're doing anything right, probably.
You got to be doing something right. Come on, give him a little credit.
Just a novel stimulation. Congratulations.
Give him a little credit. Come on.
No, a novel stimulus will create adaptation for up to about 6 weeks in new people.
What if it's been longer than that?
Okay.
What if they've been training for 2 years, 3 years?
Introducing enough novel stimulation to keep doing that. If you're not focusing on recovering from it, then, and if your coach isn't programming that in there so you can recover, which a good coach will.
Yeah. So
Then-
like I have athletes that are in season right now, and like we're probably only trying to train big training days, like a big training day, whatever, twice a week, and then a lot of it's just recovery stuff. But
Right. Well, if those athletes are not eating and sleeping to maximize that, and they're still making progress, like once again, I'm gonna tell you, be thanking the fucking Lord.
yeah, I don't know. I
That's
would say
not how it
that
goes for most people.
I would say that they're not. A lot of those athletes are not doing the recovery stuff. That's just my guess. I don't. When I look at their programming and I see a lot of X's, I don't know. Like, okay, well, duh, you're not doing recovery. You're not doing the conditioning work. You're not doing, the mobility work. You're not doing the
several
stuff.
Athletes realize if they don't do the conditioning, if they don't do the program as it's prescribed, they don't get the results.
Right. I think the conditioning part plays a big role. Call it
And then I get
conditioning.
athletes that want to eat 1,000 calories below where they're supposed to be and wonder why they can't recover.
Yeah. Well, because the body's not going to. There's no way.
No. Why would it?
It's going to
That's
be
what I'm
like,
saying.
thank
So
you.
if you're not doing everything you can to create an environment for adaptation to happen, and you're still getting adaptation, you should be thanking the Lord. That's what it is.
Yeah,
At the
I
highest
don't.
levels of this, what people have to do is figure out how to make that happen.
I don't think people understand how delicate it is of a process to actually get the results you want past the beginning stages of training. It's delicate. Like, it's a delicate process.
Well, you have to want it. That's where it all starts.
Yeah. What do you contribute all your gains to? You don't. I mean, yours aren't newbie gains. I wouldn't say yours are newbie gains. So, like, what do you?
Fucking eat, sleep, and breathe this shit. What are you talking about?
Well, explain
Every
it.
single decision
Explain it
I
to the
make-
people, jackass. That's what I'm saying.
I make every single day of my life has to do with: am I going to be able to add weight to that bar now? Is what.
Well,
happens.
I tell people, I'm like, they're like, does he just live at the gym? I'm like, yes. Like, he is. I'm sorry, I'm not him. I'm not even remotely close. I'm not even. They're like, well, what does he do? Like, what is like? I'm like, he's dedicated to what he's doing, and like, I'm like, I don't. He just does it. I can't tell. I'm not him. I'm not. I can't. You got to talk to him.
What do I do? Then somebody asked me. They're like, "Oh, I see your Instagram. It's like the curated version." I'm like, "No, that's
No,
my
that's
life.
it. Yeah, like
It's not curated.
he
There's
posted that
nothing-
today. He did that today. That's every day. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I just document what I do.
It's 7 days a week. His Instagram, guys, is his training log. It's not his just like, oh, I want to throw this post up here again. He's not reusing this shit. It's literally every fucking day. Like, I don't, it's a training log. That's why I tell people, I'm like, it's literally his training log. Like, he's documenting what he's doing on his training. He doesn't write it down like they did, but that's it right there.
Because when I get to that point I want to get to, someone's going to want to look back and be like, how the fuck did you do that? And I'll be like, oh, look.
Yeah. People are like, and I don't think people are like a tenth of what you are dedicated to that process.
I don't know. I have no
10%.
idea. The
I
people
don't
that
think-
I follow are way more dedicated than me, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like some of the people that we have that come to train with us that start talking about what their habits are and what they want to achieve. It's like, you're not even at 10% yet. Like, you're not even.
Well, I mean, I've been doing this for 13 years. I started this 13 years ago. I've not missed more than 1 week of training in 13 years.
How many days have you been eating consecutively well?
Let's check. I think so.
I'm sorry, I'm targeting my own people now. Targeting.
I mean, how many days have I been on a cut and starving?
Well, no, just like, logging, tracking, dieting, doing whatever you want to call it.
Consistently. Well, I mean, I've been eating like this for fucking at least 10 years.
Every
I've had chicken and rice.
day.
Probably, I've averaged chicken and rice once a day for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
At least.
So if you're not seeing the results you desire, then you have to start changing the habits that you want to see yourself
I've currently
create.
been on this cut for 4 months.
Yep.
I've not missed tracking one day. And I started at 218 pounds, and this morning I was 201.
So it's almost, you say 4 months or 6 months? Sorry.
4.
4 months, and he's lost 20 pounds, and it's been a highly dedicated process the entire time. And you people that want to lose weight, you can't even track your dang food for 2 weeks. Don't talk to
and
me.
I've PR'd in all of my lifts since the competition.
Don't talk to me, people. Don't talk to me.
So my total in the gym is like 30 pounds higher than the competition total already.
Why do you feel that is? How did you lose weight and retain strength, Alex?
Slowly.
Slowly. What do you mean?
Yeah. I reduce calories slowly.
Oh, so you didn't just be like, I'm going to cut. So I'm going to cut all these calories out really fast.
I went down like 200 or 300 at first, and then I'd go down another 100 at a time.
That's smart. A lot of people, they just want to be like, I'm going to knock out 600 calories right now. Like, no.
I would never suggest you cut more than 500.
Yep. Don't do that. Find out what your maintenance is. Start to make little
9
changes.
times out of 10, if people eat at maintenance, they just get leaner like they wanted to anyways, and it's fine. But it's so much food for them. They're like, oh my God, I can't do this. And I'm like, well, I can't help you. I don't know what to do.
Well, I can't help you. You need to get a shirt that says, well, I can't help you. Put your logo on it and just sell.
The funny thing is if anyone's really actually willing to try really hard, I'll probably help them for free.
No, that doesn't exist.
I help so many people for free. What are you talking about?
You want to hear something funny? The free offers, I'm just going to be full transparent here. The free offers that I put out there with the 5 people that I wanted to coach for free, I have one that is still very dedicated to the process out of the 5. And that's offering something for free. I
limited mine to 1 free offer, and I had to interview them.
Yeah.
So the one that I picked, she's doing better than most of the people that pay.
And this guy is too, because like I knew, and I've known this guy for a long time, and he's always been in a place where he's like, man, I just want to do your trading. And then so he felt bad because I offered the free offer, and he was like, oh, I feel like you want like someone else, or you want this, and you're like, he's like, I just don't know if I'm the one for you. And I'm like, this is for you, buddy. Like this is the kind of stuff. And he's logged it every day. He's give me great feedback every day. He's like, dude, I'm already starting to see these awesome changes in the mirror. Like he's like, I'm going to be your poster child by Christmas. And I was like, that's great, dude. Like this is what it was designed to do, is to like show people if you commit yourself to it, here you go. And the other 4, I'm just like,
yeah, but so this
don't hear from him.
Then, so this is my logic on asking for more money is if you can't give it away, which I have a free fucking app, and it's not like every time I post a story about it, I get a download. Right? Like there's quite a few, but it's not anywhere what I expected for 1 year in of fucking having an app in the App Store.
Yeah.
But then it actually has enough workouts in it that you would never have to hire anybody in your fucking lifetime to help you get in whatever shape you wanted to. I've given away that much free stuff on there, that there's mobility, there's strength and conditioning, there's fucking, it's retarded. It's absolutely fucking retarded. The amount of shit that is in the app. There's like 18 different programs. Like, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, there's so many of them, I can't even fit them in my off season to try them before I go back to powerlifting because I've made too many of them. So anybody who tries those free programs and gets good results, just let your friends know. Don't tell me about it. Tell everyone you know.
That's what I tell people. Like, just post it. I know what it's going to do. Just post it.
But I can't get people to do that. So they don't want to do it for free. So my logic is, well, what's the worst thing that I can do if I ask for more money?
They don't do it.
I still get a no.
Yeah, they get a no still.
They're telling me no when I try to give it away.
Yeah.
So what am I losing? Nothing. But what do I gain when someone says yes?
A lot of freaking money.
Potentially, right?
No, not potentially. Yes, a lot of freaking money, jackass.
And then the funny thing is I've had this happen on 3 separate occasions. I've had people, every time I've raised prices, I've had somebody tell me, yeah, you need to charge more. I just go, all right, the people have spoken.
The people? Who are these people? I don't think these people.
The last one I did, I gave my client the price list and he paid in full. And then he's like, because he trains more of the clientele that I'd prefer to train, which are like the executives and CEOs of companies and people that really value their time. Those types of people. And he's like, if you gave that to any one of my clients, they wouldn't even take you seriously. I went, what?
Who's charging these people? Where are these trainers at? Good Lord.
That's what this is where they're not trainers, Nathan. That's the difference. Training stops as soon as you exit the fucking building. That's what a personal trainer does.
Right.
You walk into the gym. They help you for that hour that you are there. You exit the gym. That is it. That's your transaction. A coach literally becomes like a mentor, a friend, a confidant, whatever the fuck it is, because we're literally helping you all of the time. So the more money you're willing to pay somebody for their time, the more willing that person's going to be to help you in return. Like, people think, oh, that's a lot of money. I go, yeah, but if you invest this money in yourself, which
the other thing is, I'm not trying to coach you for fucking ever. like a 6 month to a year investment, and you should be good to go, in my opinion.
Yeah, but what if they don't? What if they they're
if
like,
they want to keep paying me, that's fine. I don't care. But my goal is not to have you fucking sucking on my tit forever. Right? That's not my goal. My goal is to get you motivated enough that you're gonna fucking change and make these habits a thing, so that then you can just have your own success.
But if they don't know what to do in the gym, though,
That's well, okay. I
They-
can
they
teach
like-
you that, but
yeah, but
it doesn't take you more than 6 months to learn what to do in the gym.
yeah, but they're just like, oh, I'm just coming to this guy, I'm doing my thing, and then like they leave after 6 months, and they're like, oh, I have no idea what to do in the gym anymore.
Well, to me, in my experience, that was when I charged a lot less money and got people that were a lot less interested. So as I've raised prices, I've gotten people that are far more interested and get far more out of it and actually make a big difference.
You think that people could program themselves after they leave you after 6 months?
No, but they can follow a program. So why do they need to program themselves? I have an app where you can do it for the rest of your life for free.
Right. That's what I'm saying is like, it's not necessarily like you're giving them the same service. You're still providing a service for them. It just kind of like it drops off. So like, hey, like you don't need me to be like.
The idea being is, if you need me to hold your hand, I don't want to hold your hand forever. I will gladly do whatever the fuck it takes to make you create the habits you need to be successful.
I'm just saying from a training standpoint.
If you can't make them habits, you're never going to be successful.
Right. Like, let's say though you establish those good training habits though, and they just want your programming.
I'm not talking about training habits, Nate. I'm talking about life habits.
I know.
This is way greater than just training. Training is a tool to show you how to create a habit.
Well,
but the idea is creating the habits to make you successful in everything.
Right. I'm just saying, so I'm looking at the training phase.
That's eating differently. That's training differently. That's
right.
That's all of it. Training is just the tool to show you that, right?
Right. But like, I'm just saying,
hey, let me show you how to get good at sucking and overcoming sucking, because then you get better. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I can do that with everything.
Right.
Like, holy shit.
But you're not actually teaching them how to like program their own training. Is all I'm saying is like, you could be like,
had anybody ask that. If they want, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you probably could. But yeah, so
once
then
again, you're just paying for time. I'll tell you whatever the fuck you want to know at that time.
Here, pay me this for over 6 months. I'll teach you how to do this on your own, and then we'll move on. But most people don't do that, is what I'm saying. So they still want your service of training because they're like,
a lot of people want the accountability.
Well, what happens when they don't have your accountability pushing them anymore?
They usually regress or get hurt.
Right. So I'm saying, could you still program for those people to make sure that that doesn't happen? Because a lot of people might think they have a grasp on it, and they don't. And they're like, I still need someone guiding me in this particular area.
Programs, but once again, you're just paying for time for me to write the programs.
Right. That's what I was trying to get at. It's like, I understand the life component of it, but it's like a lot of people still aren't going to be very confident going to the
6
gym.
months in advance. If you want to buy a 6 month program,
right,
you want to pay for the time that it takes me to figure out what fucking equipment you have and how you're going to do this, I'll do that.
That's what I try to tell people is like, if you want to buy the good, like upgraded coaching version of this, like that's great. And I hope that you want to use this service to better yourself. But the goal is to ultimately like not have to do this every day. Because like when we get to that 6 month or whatever it is that you feel like you need, the goal is to be like, hey, if you still want me to program for you, like here's the programming, we can do that. But like hopefully you're in a better place in your life to where you feel more confident as a human being in general.
Yeah, but if they just want to pay for me to keep them accountable all the time, I get it.
Yeah.
Every time I have a coach, I do better. That's fine.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't mind to do that. I'm just saying like that's what I think a lot of people do that.
Don't bitch about the price. They understand it's an investment and they understand it holds them accountable.
Yeah. That's the biggest part.
Mindset.
Yeah, that's the biggest part.
People think if you present yourself as a personal trainer, that's why I made this post about it, is like, how can you call yourself a coach if you charge less than trainers do?
Yeah.
How is that a thing? How? You want to hear some shit? You want to hear another thing why I just was like, I had all these signs that told me that I need to charge more. So I found, we were fucking around at the gym one day. It was me, Cooper, and the owner of the gym. And there's a coach out there. And guess what this guy specializes in?
Mobility.
Nope. You're never going to fucking guess this. This is how outlandish this shit is.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Throw some random guesses out there. Like, just think about some like crazy shit.
Positive reinforcement.
Off the wall shit. Kind of. I mean, like, I'm going to coach you to do X. This is what I'm going to coach you to be able to do.
I'm going to coach you to be able to talk to girls in public.
I mean, that's you're in the ballpark.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like what
Getting in the
what
ballpark.
obscure things with people. I'm going to teach you how to socialize.
This was a male coach who specialized in helping women get their exes back.
What?
Yes.
That's a thing?
110%. 100%. This guy had like rave reviews. Like fucking
I quit. I'm
all
done.
kinds of stuff. And guess how much this guy charged for a 1-hour phone call consultation?
$10,000.
Let's be a little more realistic.
Okay, $1,000.
Less than that.
What
It's
the-
consultation, Nathan.
$100.
$400
That's close.
for a 1-hour consultation on how to get your boyfriend back.
Well, I mean, pretty good. Pretty
And
smart.
you're going to tell me that when you provide a service like we do that actually improves your quality of life, really, in my opinion, any amount of money anybody wants to ask and they believe their product gives you a better quality of life is not too much.
Maybe we should
You
just
don't get to buy more life. It doesn't happen.
Maybe we should
It's not a
start.
fucking thing.
Maybe just don't put your. We should stop putting our prices on there, and then
I don't put my prices anywhere. I make them pretty hard to find.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, don't even let people know. And then like when you have your consultation, and then people are like, "Well, how much is this?" Be like, "How much do you think this should be worth?" And then whatever the number they say is just like decides whether or not you're going to take them on as a client or not.
Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe I'll ask them that, and whatever they tell me, I'll be like, "Look, we're not a good match." Sorry.
Yeah, that'd be an easy way to have the conversation. Just be like, "Hey, this, like I know and you know what my service is worth," and then just be like, they'd be like, "I don't see your price anywhere," because that's always the first question that someone like, "How much does your service like cost?" And I'm like, "How much are you willing to pay for my service?" That's the question, And then
I don't know. That's just like I don't know. I know what my value is. Like I
get that. That's what I'm
needed surgery because it would pop out of its socket all the time, and now it's fine.
That's what I'm saying though. But then you'll know real quick. It's like whatever number they say is like, oh yeah.
Maybe it's because I target the people with joint dysfunction. But do you want hundreds of $1,000s in medical bills? Because like I'm sorry, even if you paid full price for my top tier service of $66,000 for 1 year,
Whoa.
The amount of
Whoa.
change and habits that you should be able to develop from that is nothing.
Whoa.
Like it's nothing in comparison. Like, I mean, it sounds ridiculous, right? But there's a girl at the gym who runs and she's really good at it. And she told me the amount of money she missed out on this year because of injury. And I'm like, for that amount of money you missed out on, I would have guaranteed that you didn't get an injury all year long.
Right.
No problem.
Just to make sure she's
no fucking problem.
capable of running. Yeah.
If that gives you any idea where I get my crazy prices from, is like, well, no, I want to help real athletes.
I don't have those athletes.
Real athletes have millions of dollars on the line when you're working with their body. You think they're going to let you fucking work with them for $5,000 a year? You think they're going to take you up on your services because you charge $10,000 for 12 months? You think $1,000 a month is something they feel comfortable in when they make millions of dollars?
Yeah.
No. Fuck no. Right? Like it's just not going to happen.
I don't have any millionaires yet.
Are there plethoras of those people around? No, but it only takes one.
Yeah, one can change your life for sure. That's for sure. And for like the amount of promotional service you could use off that.
If I had one person do a paid in full year of that top tier service I would have no more debt.
Yeah, you could flip your life pretty quick.
Right.
You better get that runner, buddy.
So all of it is networking with the right people.
I need to move.
No, you just need to hold off because the podcast just keeps getting more popular, jackass.
Does it? Hey,
So impatient.
Mark's
How does it not, dude? Do you know what it's done to my reach on Instagram in the last 2 weeks? It's fucking crazy.
Really? Oh,
Double.
hey, I was going to talk to you about that. Hang on, I got to pull that up because I think Spotify added a new like
I'm fucking shadow banned and it's
thing.
still doubled my reach by posting 3 times a day. So everyone who thinks it doesn't work, the algorithm doesn't like me. Yeah, it doesn't like you because you don't give it anything to like.
Can you explain the reach part of it? Like how many interactions it's having? Is that what you're talking about?
It's 10% higher for interactions, but you need more. You need to reach more people to get more interaction. It just there's no other way. It's a numbers game.
Mike's episode's up to 51 on here, dude. So that's nice. Spotify does this thing that's called Spotify Impressions now. And it says this is the number of times your show or any of your episodes were shown to anyone on Spotify over the last 30 days. So in the last 30 days, we've made 2,815 impressions. And I'm guessing it has something to do with the amount of freaking real short thingies you make.
Oh, I'm just getting started, dude. This is fucking.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is like if you share them and then I share them and we have the link on there and people click on the link, that's making a Spotify impression. So,
well, I use the YouTube link, but yeah.
72. This is the number of distinct devices that streamed any episode for at least 60 seconds or downloaded an episode in the last seven days. So that's went from 34 to 72 just in the last week.
Yeah, see, you fucking just wait. Just wait till we have these other guests on.
Hey, Australia. 2% of our audience is from Australia, just so you know.
Dude, my audience turned into some fucking tiny town in India.
Really?
I was like, what?
Do you have the Apple metrics in front of you?
No.
Oh, okay. Here it shows it actually on here. So 75% of our listeners listen on Spotify, 23.8 listen on Apple, and 0.5% other. Mike is now the second most viewed. That should show you how great Mike's community is, by the way.
He built some good culture.
He's the number 2. He's the number 2, and the only one he's behind is Tiana, but he's above Ray, Cooper. I mean, like, good episode, Mike. Shout out, Mike.
It was the most shared reel I think I've ever had on stories, anyways.
Yeah,
I've never had that many stories. I'm like, geez.
Yeah, people just
Kids
everywhere shouting it out. Yeah. So shout out, Mike. Yeah, it got 34 plays on the first day it came out. So I was like, geez. But yeah.
Yeah, it's not as popular on YouTube, but
no, but so our impressions. Can I share the screen with you?
Is like most people are not watching podcasts, are they? I'm like the only fucking idiot that does that.
I think a lot of my viewers watch it, but I mean,
really, I watch Table Talk all the time.
Can you click on this and does this show up? Yeah, this will show up. So, do you see this page?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is
yeah. Nathan, do you know what makes me going to be successful at this? Is because I don't need to see any of this. I'm just going to keep doing it.
It's just I know. I'm just saying, like, these are our impressions. Like, if you look at 216,
I'm just thinking about like doubling down. Maybe I need to share 6 times a day.
Double down, then why not?
I'm thinking like, well, maybe every hour on the hour. I don't fucking know. Like
every hour on the
scheduling thing worked better. Like if it wouldn't get bogged down after I schedule 5 of them, I'd be good to go. It keeps telling me it's like you can free up data or free up storage if you delete your drafts. I'm like, I'm not deleting my drafts. How am I going to make these posts so fast?
Yeah, makes sense. So you just had them queued up in your drafts, like ready to go, and then
yeah, I make a duplicate of it and I share it. Make a duplicate of it and I share it. Make a duplicate of it, I share it.
Psychopaths.
Dude, I'm a motherfucking efficiency master. That's what I am.
Just get these
Spotify. Give me something and I will give me something, a problem to figure out long enough. I will figure out the fastest way to get it done.
Okay.
And most consistent. Just
problem number 2.
Bam,
we need
bam.
We need those beautiful cameras that you're talking about. That's our next problem.
At some point.
I think it's now, buddy. Look at those impression datas.
Yeah, fuck it. No, we're gonna keep this rolling as cheap as possible until it'll afford me to have a gym.
Those cameras don't cost very much, I don't think.
I don't give a shit, Nathan. I'm cool that we put $100 into this, and I've been able to interview some of the coolest people in the world.
I don't think we put $100 into it.
I put $100 in my microphone, and I pay $17 a month for Zoom.
Oh well, Zoom's dumb. We got to get people into the Discord world.
I'm fine with Zoom. I don't care. I'm just amazed anybody wants to even fucking talk to us. That's the part that amazes me. I'm like, I ask people and they're like, yeah. I'm like, I want to be like, really?
It's amazing what the power of a podcast can do. Oh, you made a podcast? Yeah, I'll come talk on it. Sure. What?
Yeah. I mean, I guess we do a good job of making it about them and not about us. I've heard there's podcasts that people go on and they don't talk about.
What else would you do?
Like, what? That's weird.
What would you do? I tell people like the episodes I least look forward to doing are just me and Alex because we don't have someone to talk to because it's like, God dang it.
I have someone who only listens to the ones where it's us. They don't listen to anything.
Why? Psychopath.
I don't know if you noticed, but it's pretty good banter because you're the good cop and I'm the bad cop.
Jesus. Someone said that to me the other day. They're like, I swear to God, you guys are the same people, but like he is just you, only like an asshole, and you're just too nice to be him. I think that's what they said. I was like,
it's a good dynamic.
I guess. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
It balances out.
They're like, you could be a little meaner to him, you know, like you could be like an asshole to him. I'm like, it's just not me. I'm not going to do it. I don't have the ability to do it.
He's like, instead, I'm gonna let it get pent up, and I'm just gonna take it out on somebody one day.
I take it out on you whenever you take it out on me, asshole. It's funny though, because
like I see it, bro.
when I went to my internship in Arizona, like I swear to God, that's probably what AJ I've had to think. He's like, this guy's too nice. He's not going to survive out here. He's not going to make it past the first week. But I think that I don't know. I just Anyway, moving on. Get past
So anyone who pays you for coaching, just show them me and be like, look, you could pay this guy.
I do, and they're like, no, we're not going to that guy. No. They're like, no, he's a jerk.
If you want results, the truth hurts.
Damn. Just threw me under the bus subtly. That was a freaking subtle shot right there.
What? No, I wasn't.
Yep. He threw me under the bus because he doesn't. I don't get results for people. He just threw me under the bus.
That is you projecting yourself into
he did it. Did you hear him? Did you hear him?
Talking...
If you want results, go to him because Nathan. He whispered it,
and I used the truth.
He whispered it. I heard it. It was like that subtext.
Man, this is getting deep.
Go follow my golf account that I made.
You made a golf account?
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing some that's gonna be my side project. One of my side projects.
Make your side project getting better at marketing.
I'm trying. I'm learning through this as well.
I know, but it's fucking.
Here's what I've told myself. I'm like, if I make a golf post, I have to make at least 2 posts about my business. That's the deal I made with myself.
Just share the podcast ones. Jesus Christ.
I do most of the time.
You haven't in days.
Dude, yeah, because most of the time I get them at when I'm asleep.
Yeah, well, so share them when you wake up.
Dude, at 4 a.m., the last thing I'm thinking about is sharing a damn podcast episode. I'm just
dude, that's the first thing I do when I wake up. And everyone probably thinks that it is a message to them, but that's a message to myself, folks. That's what I'm doing.
This guy, someone go plug him back in or something. Put him in the cryo chamber.
What are you talking about? I'm a cyborg.
That's what I'm saying. Psychopath. Put the plug back in this guy.
Psychopath? Why?
You are a psychopath. Plain and simple.
Why?
Psycho. You're just a psycho.
Why?
You're a 0.5% of human beings. That's you.
I wish.
No wish about it, asshole. You are.
I don't think so.
No, well.
I am, then one day it's going to be real fucking cool. But right now, it does not feel like that at all.
Well, I promise you.
Like everyone else.
I promise you. Listen,
not the one.
When I talk to human beings about you, listen, in my area, okay?
Yeah.
They don't understand you. They just get angry at you because they're like, this guy's not a human being. It's like, does he even have emotions? Does he care about anything?
Yeah. Other people's well-being and them being the best they can be.
I don't think so.
There's only one way to do that.
Be an asshole.
No, it's to do the best you can in everything that you do. It's not that hard.
Missouri doesn't like you, Betty. Missouri does not like you.
Why?
It's just that we're just different people. I don't know. We see things differently. That's all.
How?
We just do.
Well, you're not even telling me the difference.
What we value is a little different than what you value.
What do you value that's different?
Just faith. Faith, number one. Our faith. It's like, does this guy believe in anything? I'm like, yeah, I think he believes in himself.
Yeah, I believe in something.
They're like, yeah, but does he believe in God? And I'm like, I'm not getting in those conversations.
God, but it's the same idea that you guys believe in.
That's what I told him. I was like, he believes in a higher power. He's seen the higher power. Just talk to him.
It's not. I don't believe in the way that your book refers to it as.
But then I go, hey, wait. But then they're like, oh, he does.
There's a ton of similarities, though. It's crazy because, my client.
So you should just believe then. See,
my client, who's a strongman, he tells me, he's like, "You sure you don't believe in?" I'm like,
"This the preacher guy?"
I get what you're about to say, but no, I don't. It's not the same thing. It is, but it isn't.
Is this the preacher guy?
Terms. No, it's the big strongman. He's super religious.
Who was the guy? Oh no, it is Cooper that posted the guy that he's like the pastor that's also a strongman that now works with special education kids. Maybe
that's my client.
Yeah,
he's not a pastor. He just is really big in the church.
He believes in Jesus.
I mean, yeah. But he told me, he's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "I'm sure."
That's what I told him. I'm like, I told him, I was like, he believes in God. Like he's seen him. They're like, wait a minute.
It's not the way that You guys.
They're like, he's seen them. I'm like, yeah, he goes to the DMT realm and he has conversations with
I don't
God.
think I haven't. I've not seen. I didn't make it that far, but I'm saying if you guys believe that, like, you will definitely see that shit. I didn't believe it at all, and I saw some crazy shit. So I can only imagine. Like, they've done studies with people that take mushrooms and go to church.
Yeah, you're telling them. I told my people that, and they're like, not going to that church.
People experience a higher power of some sort.
We are Southern Baptist around here. Okay.
I don't even know what any of that means.
You should do some research on that.
We're all just humans, bro, and I believe to experience this life at its full capacity, you have to take care of the vessel that you're currently in. That means eating
That's
right,
biblical.
sleeping, training.
That's biblical.
That is not okay.
No, it is.
Yeah,
Because it's not like the way you said it, but there's scripture that talks about how you should, the body is a temple for the Holy Spirit, and how you should honor
what we are is not these meat vehicles that we're cruising around in, but that's cool. You can think about it that way if you want to.
See, you should just come on over to our side, because you think, like he said, you think about it the same way. You just need to actually read the book, and then you'll be like, oh shit, it makes plenty of sense.
I don't need to be accepted by a group of people.
I'm not accepting you. No, we care about your soul. We don't care about if you accept us or not.
Fine, it's okay.
What if it's not?
It is, because all of them are. It's all fine. Don't worry about it.
No, I worry about your soul, sir. I worry about it.
Really?
Every day.
I'm not the one worshiping the devil, so I think.
I'm not worshiping. What's that supposed to mean?
I didn't say you were.
Oh.
So I don't know why you worry about my soul.
Well, because I believe people have to be saved, is what I believe. So.
Oh, well, okay. Well, that's fine if you believe that.
So,
I think I'm okay.
What if you're not, though?
Well, then I'm not.
No, that's not okay.
I'm okay with it, though.
No, you shouldn't be. You should read about what happens to people that aren't saved, buddy. That's not good. It's not good. It's not a good place. It's not a good place.
You also don't believe in reincarnation, though.
No, I don't.
So
I believe in eternal separation from God.
That's where we would differ.
You believe in reincarnation?
Yeah, 100%.
Really?
There are old souls on this earth, 100%.
Interesting.
Because I've encountered new ones.
But what if you do? But what if you don't get reincarnated? What if you don't?
Is it weird that the reincarnation belief is that it happens after the first trimester, and coincidentally you're not able to know the sex of your baby until after the first trimester?
That's interesting. I didn't know that, but that's interesting.
So I don't know. The things I've seen in other religions that I've studied, it's like, well, this kind of makes sense too. So
you just see a lot of correlations between a lot of them.
Yeah, they all tell a very similar story.
Right. Yeah, we've talked about this. But Christianity does not have a very
team, bro. I'm team me.
No, no. Don't be team you. Don't be team you.
Well, it's team me to help other people.
Well, you could do that, but you can still help other people. I just don't want you to be cast into a fiery lake, buddy.
I won't be. It's okay.
You don't know that.
I got a pretty good.
Oh my gosh, this guy.
I've done this before. That's what I'm telling you. You're missing the point.
You've been here before?
I think I've done this a time or two. Yeah.
You've been on this earth a time or two?
It seems.
How do you confirm that though? Like, what do you think?
You don't know. I don't know. It's just like there's just certain things I pick up on that most people don't ever fucking notice or get, and I'm just like, why does that happen?
You don't think other people do those things though? Just because they're the only ones that have been reincarnated?
People catch it sometimes, but most people do not. Because I'll ask people straight up, and they'll be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like,
that would be me, because I don't feel like. So I've never been reincarnated?
I don't think so.
What the?
I'm done. You're a new one.
I'm done with this guy. That's it. Hey, kudos to you. That's an interesting viewpoint. That.
But yeah, there seems to be like some people, you have these weird like feeling. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. The whole empath thing is like a weird thing too. I'm like, that seems pretty spot on for some people. Because people's energy drains the fuck out of me.
But I just don't want you to get cast into a fiery lake, buddy.
I'm not going to. It's okay. If you don't think it's going to happen, it won't happen. I promise.
No, that's not true. That is not true.
That is how your reality works, Nathan. You're painting your reality. If you think that I could get cast into a fiery lake of hell, then that may happen. But if you don't think that, then how's it going to happen? How would you ever know? You
it's
would never
about
know.
it's
You
about
have
your
no
soul.
idea.
It's about your
Because what happens, you don't know what happens to your soul, though. Nobody does. That's the coolest part about the whole conversation.
Yeah, but
is
just
that
because you can't
say
think
that
it out
I'm
of
right, and I can't say
existence.
that you're right. You can't say I'm wrong, and you can't. Nobody's wrong.
No,
Nobody knows.
we don't know, but
Nobody
that's
has any idea.
well,
It's fucking great.
that's why you have faith.
That's fine if you want to have faith.
Faith. But I agree with you. I can't
have control over my reality and think that I am the one that creates it, what it is. So if I choose to look at it as I'm going to be fine, then I will be fine.
But what if you're not, Alex?
Well, then I guess I'll pay a fiery fucking death.
No, that's not good.
I mean, I like the heat.
No, you ain't gonna like this kind of heat, brother. No, you should go read about it. You should go read about it.
I mean, I've seen the South Park variation.
No, South Park doesn't even have it close, man.
I don't know. You've not seen the movie where Saddam's fucking him in the ass with a dildo?
I've seen it.
Pretty bad,
I've seen it.
I really want to be a part of that.
Oh my
Not
lord.
really my forte.
Eternal. No, that's the problem with Hell's depictions. When you actually get to the big screen, they're not anything close. It's not a party. It's not a fun time. It's not.
I read Dante's Inferno. Settle down.
Okay, also not close. Not even the same
What are
thing.
you talking about? Have you not read Dante's Inferno? Do you know what it is?
I read it. I had to read it in college.
It's amazing.
It's interesting.
The 9 circles of hell. Come on.
There's not 9 circles of hell. It's just you go there and it's eternal
fucking
separation from God and you just burn eternally.
Get a nice tan.
Oh my god. Oh no. You hurt my soul.
No.
Now you're hurting my soul.
How am I hurting your soul? I can't even touch your soul. What are you talking about?
No, because my job as a Christian is to help.
Is it though?
Yes, spread the good news of
I didn't know that
Jesus.
was part of the job. I didn't know what the job.
Well, I mean, a lot of Christians get it wrong. Let's be honest, but
that I don't know either. I know a lot of them are full of shit.
Jesus came as a son of
A lot
man,
of people are just hedging their bets.
died on the cross to save men from the sins that they've committed and will commit, future and past and present. And my whole
one person worth all of that? I don't understand. It's a lot of sin.
He's a son of God.
Okay. So if he hadn't done that, would he have been lived forever then?
Some people think so because he's God. So, I mean, he literally came back from the dead. So,
fascinating.
Walked around Earth for a couple days.
The concept of God is pretty fascinating.
It is. It's mind blowing.
Where did it come from?
I know. Also mind blowing.
I feel like it's a really oversimplification of a really, really complex idea.
I think that's where a lot of people struggle with it because it's just but to me, so it goes the other way. So I'm just simplistic and naive, I guess, because people always ask me that all the time. They're like, well, how do you believe? And I'm like, I'm just naive and dumb and stupid enough to believe it, I guess. I don't know, but it just makes sense to me in my stupid brain.
Sounds like a much easier way to live than what's in my head all the time. So you can be thankful for that.
Faith is something that I've had trouble with. I've had doubts, don't get me wrong, but it's never something that's ever left me. I've always known, I guess it's just because I was raised, but it's always been it makes sense. I don't know. Out of all the stuff out there, it just makes sense. I know it sounds stupid and simplistic, but
I don't know about stupid, but it's definitely simplistic, and I wish my brain was like that.
Well, my brain doesn't work simplistically in a lot of other ways, but that one definitely does. People are always like, do you believe in Jesus? And I'm like, yeah, I do.
Well, I just feel like if I did, it would make, it's that's
maybe it will one day. Maybe you'll come to my side when we're 85.
I'll never say never, but I don't think the odds are.
When you're on your deathbed and I come see you on your deathbed and you're sitting there hey, Alex.
You think
hey, buddy.
You're gonna make it longer than me? That's funny.
I never know. You might get ran over by a vehicle tomorrow.
That's possible.
And you're a motorcycle man.
That's why I'm grateful for every day.
Do you think I'd come see you in the hospital?
No.
What?
I don't know.
What an asshole. Look at this guy.
Hospital. I don't think anybody would know. You guys don't even know what I do with my life. There is a part of my life that doesn't make it on Instagram.
Yeah, pretty much all of it that doesn't involve the gym. So yeah, 99% of it. We know probably about 1% of who you are.
I would say 85% of it is what's on Instagram.
I don't believe that.
What do you mean you don't believe that?
85%? That's a large number.
Yeah, that's 6.5. No, well, I mean, 6 days out of the week.
Yeah, but hours. I'm talking about hours.
Yeah, 6 days out of the week, all my time is at the gym.
All of it. How many hours a day?
Saturday there and half a day Sunday there. and all day Monday, all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday, all day Thursday.
This guy's gonna be reincarnated as a
So
barbell.
if I'm not working at the gym, I'm here at home working on computer stuff for the same difference.
This guy's gonna be reincarnated as a barbell.
That'd be cool.
What? Would it? People weirdly touching you all the time? Yeah, I don't think so.
Maybe it feels good.
Oh my god. If you could come back as one piece of gym
Maybe it's good
equipment.
for the barbells.
No, we're not going there because I know it. What would you pick?
Yeah, don't.
The box?
Do I get to pick what gym I'm in too?
Ooh, that's fair. No, you don't. It's based on your past life, right? Like what you did in the past life and what you deserve.
Well, then I should totally deserve to be in a women's only gym.
No, that's what you think. Maybe your actions don't actually confirm that.
Maybe not.
Women's
Maybe I
only
don't know.
gym.
Yeah.
What about Carlos's gym? That'd be a good gym to be reincarnated in.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What kind of world path did we go down today?
I mean, I thought we were still talking about the conjugate thing, but
Yeah, we're conjugating our faith at this point.
can't wait to do hypertrophy stuff and be a fat fuck for 9 weeks. It's gonna be so cool.
How much are you going to try to put on?
As much as I possibly can.
Why? Because you want to compete at 220 the next time? 208?
No.
220? You going to be a super heavyweight?
More muscle. No.
How much mass? How much
198 pounds of lean tissue.
how much
So I gotta
muscle?
add some more lean tissue.
How much muscle are you going to put on, Alex? Because you can put on so much muscle like people think.
I could probably put on 2 pounds in that time.
By the way, he's probably going to eat about 4,000 calories a day, just FYI, in case you're wondering. He's only going to get 2 pounds of muscle, and he's going to eat 4,000 calories.
Let's find out. Live this up real quick. See, do you think I could take this streak on for a full year of tracking? Probably. I'd do that.
So in case you guys are wondering how hard it is to actually gain size and not just recomposition your body.
Let's see. What do we got here? So I'm going to be 198 basically when I start this. How much do you think I'm going to gain from weigh-ins to the day of? I think I'll get to 210.
Like get to weigh-ins after you have to weigh in at 198?
Yeah, I think I'll be able to weigh in at 198, and then day of I think I'll be 210.
Just because you're going to pound food over the next
I'm gonna
week?
have like 800 grams of carbs. No, it's one day.
Oh, you're just going to throw 800 grams of carbs in you? Yeah, it could probably be 10 pounds because your body's going to be like, what is
100
this?
grams of protein, probably 100 grams of fat.
Yeah, because your body's going to be like, what the hell is this?
Well, especially because I'm going to deplete my carbs a little bit that week and just do a high-fat diet, so I lose a little more water weight.
And you're just going to explode.
Because I'm like right there. I don't have to do much.
For people who don't understand, it's not actually 10 pounds he's putting on. Just so you know.
Well, it kind of is.
Not really.
10 pounds of weight. It's not 10 pounds of anything.
Yeah, but it's just being
Muscular.
partitioned the right way. He's making his muscles big and full.
Bulk, I got to be at least at 3386 in calories. So I'll probably start there.
That's to gain.
To gain from 198, yeah.
To what? 210?
Be 198 into bulk.
Oh. Oh. So like actually putting on muscle mass at 198.
Right.
Right.
Because I've cut down to basically 198. I'm 2 pounds away.
Right.
Average. So 3 weeks. I'll be okay.
Good luck.
250 grams of protein, 300 grams of carbs, 130 grams of fat. Oh my God, this is going to be amazing. Wait.
And you're at what currently? 26?
26 something.
So this man gets 700 more calories?
Last week, I woke up in a fit of hunger and ate a whole box of Girl Scout cookies. So that was a 4,000 calorie day.
Whoops.
I weighed 7 down.
What's your go-to Girl Scout cookie?
Samoas or tag along.
Oh, God, they're all terrible. That was a trick question. The answer is Girl Scout cookies suck.
I don't pay for them, so
It's fine. You don't have to pay for them. They still suck.
I gifted them.
There's no way I want to eat them.
Cookies.
They're
You
disgusting.
have much better. Thank God you're not an addict like I am.
I am an addict about chips.
Chips.
Fucking chips get me all the time. My wife, I came home tonight. She's going away for 3 days this week. And she knew it was going to be hell with just me and the baby. So I guarantee you she just left me this big bag of Ruffles because she's like, please don't hurt me.
Stressed to the gills over here.
No, not stressed out. Fuck you.
Okay. All of Nathan's clients I listen to, I'm sorry you guys have been dealing with this.
Hey,
lately. I don't
my
know.
gym's been lit the last couple days. Don't even.
What I don't know.
No, don't you bring that. No, don't bring that evil over here, Ricky Bobby. We've been having a blast at my gym. My people are awesome, and don't
I
even.
doubt it. Not with how.
Ask
how
him. Ask him. I'll send him a message today. We'll put a poll on this. Put a poll. Shauna, Bill, Angie, Mickey, Lori, Missy, Tammy, Dodie.
Does he beat you when you don't? Do
Oh
what he
my
asks
God, you guys are the worst. No, I just fire him. I fire him. We were talking about. We were talking about
people in a while.
we were talking about today getting a gold star board for everything that they do well and just putting little gold stars up there and then taking them off when they do something stupid.
Yeah, I did that too for a while.
No, the best part of my day is going to the gym at 4:30 a.m. Well, okay, that's careful. I can't say that because I have obviously wife and child, but I love going to the gym at 4:30 a.m. because of the people that I have there. Facts.
Why do you take all your aggression out on me? What do I do?
Because you're a butthole.
All right, whatever.
Jerkhead meanie face.
Jerkhead mini. Nice, good one. Good one, bro.
I got it. Nailed it.
But yeah, I get to do hypertrophy stuff for 9 weeks. Pretty excited.
And then you're going to go back into powerlifting?
Yeah, I'm gonna go compete in Salt Lake.
Oh. Is that the regional qualifier you're talking about?
Yeah.
So you have to win that one to get an invite to... Oh, you don't have to win that one? You just have...
dot score of 360 or above.
360 kilograms?
Just a dot score.
I don't know what that means.
That you get based on your weight and total.
You're
Really good ones
speaking,
are like 400 or 450 to 500 usually.
speaking a different language.
How they rank you basically.
I got you. So it's just a
For relative
ranking.
strength. Kinda.
Yeah.
Like how they score your relative strength.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm with you now.
Like a Wilks score. Do you know what a Wilks score is?
Yes. Got it.
The replacement for that.
Gotcha. So it's a new thing. Ish. Okay. I don't keep up with the powerlifting scene. I'm not a powerlifting crazy guy.
That's fair.
I just think it's cool. Like, oh, cool. That guy did a lot of weight.
So if you get a high enough score, they'll give you an invite for next.
And you have to have a 350?
360.
360. He can do it. He can do it, folks.
My gym total puts me at 390.
So you're fine.
Yeah, I just have to go do it.
All right. Field trip. We're going to see Alex compete.
It's either do that or get a 450, and 450 is going to take longer. So I could just go this way, experience regionals, get crushed at nationals, and just, you know.
It's about the experience.
I've been doing it to better myself every time, so it doesn't really fucking matter. But
it's about the experience.
The experience of the bigger meets and understanding the logistics of it relative to these tiny ones that I do.
Yeah, it got to be way different, right?
I would think. And then like the whole traveling and doing thing. So I was really just trying to do it so that I could be a better coach for people.
To know what they're experiencing when they go, yeah.
Yeah, because I want the freaks.
He wants the freaks. How's the powerlifting team going? Or I'm sorry, it's not a powerlifting team anymore. It's just a barbell club now.
It's fine. I try to help them with stuff if I can, but you know.
You're just there to kind of monitor? You're like a glorified babysitter?
I'd rather help them.
Well, that's what I'm asking though. Do they ask for help?
For programming or anything. Sometimes they do.
Hey, spot me, bro.
It's pretty it's not the most organized yet, so.
But you're not organizing it, right? No. Yeah, so.
I've just started like just being nice to the freshman kids because those are the ones that will be here in future years. So it's like, well,
get them now.
Good now.
Yeah. Get them while they're young.
But it's fine.
Hmm.
The last one was during the Stanford game, so nobody showed up. That really showed how much discipline and how many people wanted it.
No one showed up?
It was like probably 10 people.
Oh, so some showed up.
I mean, that's like a third.
Oh, well, it's better than zero. So just coach those 10.
You know my standards.
Just coach those 10, though. That's what I'm saying.
Well, clearly, yeah. They definitely weeded out who was worth spending time
Yeah, like who you actually give a crap about when they're there.
Well, who gives a crap about it themselves? It's not even me. It's like what people don't understand is when you don't do something for yourself, you're only lowering your own value. Not only in like your own eyes, in everyone's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't hold yourself to a high standard and believe you're worth a lot, then how is anybody else going to?
Correct.
Pretty hard pill to swallow, I think. But
Whoa, everybody pause. Everybody
right?
pause.
Like that.
Pause.
Sink in for a second.
Everybody let that sink in and hit you in the bottom of your stomach.
Do you ever ask your clients these questions, or you guys just keep it to weather talk?
What? No, we don't just talk about the weather.
Well, you know what I mean. Do you talk about the politically acceptable things, or
What?
like every session with my clients? Like one of them yesterday is like, "Thanks for the TED talk." I'm like, well,
We talk about training. I try to talk about a lot of training things and life.
see, I don't talk about training
That's
at all.
what-
I don't tell
well-
anybody anything.
What's going on in life? I talk about like life.
They just want results. They don't give a fuck.
We just talk about. I don't know. We talk about. We're just weirdos. I don't know.
I ask them about their habits because that's usually what keeps them doing what they want to do. Why do you do that? Oh, what do you think that does? They're like, what is going on here? I'm like, well, trying to make you a better human.
Like, dude, shut up. Why is this guy so interested in what I'm doing? Get away from me.
Because that's coaching. not
I
personal
know.
training.
It's like
It's like,
I can just see your
tell
client.
clients when people be like, what do you do? Just count reps? I'm like, motherfucker, no, I'm not counting the reps. You are. Now I got timers. I don't fucking count shit.
I count reps.
I count the tempo.
I watch tempo. I let them watch tempo, and I count reps because they're still struggling to understand. Well, a lot of people struggle with.
I don't count reps. I look at form. Fuck you. I'm not
I
counting.
don't count every rep. I count when they're like halfway point. I'm like, here's 6.
I don't count any of them. I let the timer do the work.
Hmm.
I've even gotten to the point now where I don't even do shit for them. I literally walk them through what they need to be doing. I'm like, all right, pull out the app, record this, pull out this timer, do this. I'm like, there you go. Go get this weight. Whereas, like, when I was a personal trainer, I would do it all for you. Here's your service. How can I be service math? Like, fuck it. Like, they're paying me to be there.
Oh,
Like,
I count reps and watch rest times and show them how to do things. That's about what I do.
pay for results.
Help them with their form. If there's something something sucks with their form, show them how to do it better. Like, hey, that sucks. Let's do it like this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's what you're really paying for is form.
Yeah. Yeah.
Technique.
A lot of form just results down to confidence. Like, hey, you got to be confident with this or you're not going to do it well. Don't second guess yourself. Just keep squatting until like I tell you to come back up. Oh man. Or here's this box. Go touch this box. Yeah.
I don't know that I've had to teach anybody to squat in a long time.
I got new people that just never been in the gym before, so gotta do it. Gotta teach them. That's fine. I don't care. I'll help. I had
Say that, but then but it's like I won't help anybody that's vegan or vegetarian. You just nope.
Yeah, it doesn't work very well. Obviously, conducive to what you're trying to do.
That's not my wheelhouse.
Yeah. Hey, here's one for you. I got Arlie. Shout out Arlie. He had a conversation with someone the other day, and this person said that he doesn't understand why anyone would pay for a strength coach because it's literally just doing the work. Go into the gym and do it. What are
Did
your
I just make a bullshit fact on this yesterday?
What are your thoughts about that one?
Did I just do that?
What are your thoughts? Let's hear it. For the people who don't want to hear your Instagram stories and bullshit facts every day.
They don't? I thought it was a pretty good idea. I enjoy it.
It's a good book to pull from, by the way. The Mel Sif books, it's got a ton of them in there. It's so good. Yeah,
It's great.
it's gold. But I why would you hire someone? Like, why? Just go do the work, Alex. I thought it was funny. It's like, what if they have no idea what they're doing?
There's an option. Like, you don't know what you're doing, so you would hire someone. You didn't know you're not going to do it on your own, so having someone accountable is another reason. Putting what's called skin in the game in the form of money is a pretty good motivator. Like, I'm big on bet. I bet my clients a lot of times. I'll bet them shit. Like, I got one that doesn't like to show up on time, so I'm like, I bet you $5 you can't be 5 minutes early. And you know what happens?
They show up.
Usually she's 4 minutes early and I get $5.
Yeah. Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. We're 1-1 so far, but like that's what I have to do to get you to start creating better habits. Well, that's whatever. Who cares? Like
It's all a game.
Don't understand the motivation, how powerful money is as motivation. Like you're just pretending like it's not important.
It's all a game.
Everybody wants to be motivated, and everyone is motivated by money. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Oh no, I'm not. Like, oh bullshit. I'm like, hey, I'll give you $1,000 if you could do this. Like I've gotten to the point where I will guarantee people results in 6 months if they pay me in full, or they get free coaching until they get that result.
What if they nitpick though, and they're not getting the results that
nitpick? We have to define what it is we're going to get you.
What are your
that there is no nitpicking.
What are some of your
some people don't get with like a guarantee is like you better clearly define this shit.
Yeah.
Most people don't want to talk about boundaries and they don't want to set those and they don't want to do this.
What are some of your KPIs, Alex? What are some of your KPIs? Let's say a fat loss goal.
Fat loss goal? What's a key performance indicator I look at?
Yeah.
Are you tracking?
Okay.
You don't track and we're not going anywhere.
Yep. So screw you. I get your money.
Well, yeah, you would have to track every single day for 6 months to make sure that you like. If you miss one day, no, it's my money. Thank you.
Let's see. Okay, let's shift it to like, what if you have someone that's training for like a competition or something, and you're like, I'm guaranteeing you to get.
You can't miss training.
This total or whatever.
You can't miss.
Okay. Anything else?
You cannot miss training. Like you have to, if it's a competition thing, you got to stick to the plan 100%.
Okay. And if they deviate at all, nice knowing you.
Thanks for the money.
Thanks for the money.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
After 6 months, you need to pay me again. Like that's how these things work.
We talked about this.
You know what happens on this is the crazy thing is it adds extra motivation on both ends. It makes it so that I deliver such a good fucking product that there's no way you're getting this free shit out of me. Right?
You ain't getting any more out of me than I need to give to you.
And it's like on you to be like, I just put up a lot of money.
Got to do it.
Better fucking do this.
Nut up or shut up, baby. Yeah.
Like I first started my business, I had a coach. I paid $2,000 a month deal. I didn't have $2,000 a month, but I had a credit card, and I fucking did it. And for 4 months, I made $10,000 a month, and I was like, I don't know how the fuck this is working, but it's working.
I need that coach. Send me that coach's number.
Actually, he wanted to come on the podcast.
Who is it?
This guy from Australia.
Get him on here.
We got to do it on a Saturday, and his time is like.
We'll have to get up 6 a.m. again, aren't we?
I had to work out the logistics. No, this is an evening.
2 a.m.? Oh.
Like a 5 p.m.
Yeah, the international dateline crap. Oh, my Lord. It'll be actually like a Sunday for us, or a Saturday for us, Sunday for him.
I haven't looked that far into it.
Oh, God.
The logistics of it were going to be tricky.
You
so I was
freaking
like,
Australia people. That'd be a good one.
It's a Saturday. We got to do a weekend one. So.
Tell the people what days we have coming up, Alex. Are there any bonus episodes coming up?
Yeah, dude. The week of the 11th is going to be, well, I shouldn't say the week of the 11th.
So next week.
And then the Wednesday after are going to be probably 2 of our biggest podcasts ever.
Yep. So we have next Wednesday, and then.
Not to say Khalil doesn't rank really high in my book.
Sorry, Khalil. You're just getting up. You just now. Alex just showed you where in the pecking order right there. You're done, buddy. You're done.
Just, Actually, I would have never even thought that it was possible to have these people on if it wasn't for Khalil. So thanks, Khalil.
Khalil, yeah, he kind of paved the way. If you go look at his podcast, shout out the Get Clean podcast. If you haven't listened to his podcast, go check it out.
Don't listen to Mike's episode because Khalil's fucking with ice like the whole time, and it's absolutely aggravating.
Khalil, get your life together. Get your audio together. That's what I'm going to say to Khalil. I love you, but get your damn audio together. I tried to listen.
Like talking and Khalil's like shaking his cup around or drinking out of it. I'm like, God damn it, Khalil.
He had another one on the other day.
To be fair, it was like 2 years ago, so I'm sure it's much better now. But
get your audio quality figured out. Buy a damn mic, Khalil.
Someone go find the episode of me where I got too high and we didn't do anything, so you can roast me on that one later.
Yeah, I listened to that one. I was like, did either one of them even talk about anything that like led to anything? I was like, what is this episode? Mine's not very good either. I did one with him, and that was like when I first started out. It's just not very good. So don't go listen to my episode, please, God.
No, I was talking about the episode of ours that
really botched, or I botched.
Oh, that was like one of the first ones we ever did. Oh.
Yeah, well,
The one you really botched was the one where literally you were.
that's the one I'm talking about.
No, you were. Oh, I thought you were talking about the one with Khalil. I was like, that one wasn't that bad.
No, Wheels was fine. I was
Yeah,
talking about the one
that was
I
the
botched.
worst podcast episode in the history of podcast episodes, and it got one view deservingly so. So,
Hey guys, just to let you know, I don't have a good enough tolerance that I can handle myself under any circumstances.
this man just piped it up. Pipe it up! Pipe it up!
I overdid it that day.
Overdid it? That's an understatement. I don't think you even knew what you were looking at when you were looking at it.
Dude, I did. It's just, you don't know where the boundaries are until you go past them. That's all.
Would you load up 5 grams and just be like, here we go, buddy?
Not even. That's what I'm saying. Even I don't have a tolerance.
2 grams? 2 grams?
No, not even.
6 grams? Oh,
Jesus, dude.
that would hurt. That would be violently high.
Yeah. It would be painful.
Oh, can you imagine? A 6 grams?
Yeah, once I go to Utah, then I can just go to Vegas for nationals.
Vegas, baby.
Because I need an excuse to go to Vegas.
I got some friends that live out there. I could go stay with them and just drive down to your competition.
I'm going to while out and go drive some supercars again.
Ooh.
I also want to go do MDLP's powerlifting competition in Miami. That would be cool.
That would be cool. That'd be a good one. Yeah. You might not come back from Miami though, buddy. Miami might snatch you up.
There's a lot of money down there.
Yeah, you might get snatched up and never come back from Miami.
Yeah.
Where'd Alex go? Well, no one knows. He went to Miami and that was it.
I'm on a yacht in the ocean. I just start doing everything from a yacht.
I'm on a boat.
On a boat.
Did you ever watch Blue Mountain State, that football show?
You always ask me this question.
God.
It's the same answer every time.
I'm going to send you the meme today of
I don't
Thad.
have to do shit, Nathan. That's
Thad.
the thing you don't understand.
Thad.
I don't have to do shit.
Doing the face of cocaine into the. I love cocaine. Why? Puts himself face force into
I'm
a
so
cocaine.
confused that everyone thinks I'm a cyborg. I don't even understand it.
They don't even think you're a human being. They don't even know if you. Like, does
Have you guys not watched any documentaries on anyone
Does this
who's done
guy-
something awesome?
Does this guy have
They
emotions?
have to do
Does
the
he care
same
about
shit
people?
over and over for long periods of time.
Does he love people? Does he have people that he loves? Like, I don't know. See?
Definitely not.
Yeah, he doesn't love anyone. Hey, you guys heard it here. I didn't say it. He said
We
it.
did a poll. What would it be like? What do you think they think I do on a Saturday night?
I'm gonna put it up on this podcast. I'll put a poll up on the podcast.
Because most Saturday nights I do the most average bullshit stuff that anyone does.
Sit on the TV and watch, or sit on the couch and watch TV.
No.
That's average.
No, I was thinking like go out, but
Where was that place? You were at some fire pit place, weren't you? What was that?
I rode the bike to some restaurant.
Roll up and people are like, oh god, it's this guy again.
Maybe somewhere.
He's not a hipster. Get him out of here.
I'm definitely not a hipster.
Where's his skinny jeans and his cutoff vest? He doesn't have a beanie on. What
Dude,
the hell?
I made regular jeans into skinny jeans like fucking 15 years ago.
Why? Because you
My
just filled them
legs
out?
wouldn't Fit in, yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Did you wear the... What were
I
those?
don't think there's a pair of skinny jeans that would actually fit my legs.
Those Jinko jeans? Did you ever wear Jinko jeans?
Fuck yeah, dude. Who didn't wear those? That shit
I
was
did
dope.
not. I did not wear them.
What was wrong with you?
What? Didn't wear them.
wrong with you?
Wasn't real impressed by them.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh my god.
Nerd. You're the guy at church that tries to carry all the chairs to fucking press the girls. It's you.
We had pews. We had pews. We didn't have chairs.
Oh,
You just sat down.
yeah, you got old school church. We have new school church up here. Where it's
Everyone has new school church now.
yeah, so there's no pews. It's just foldable chairs.
Nobody wants the truth anymore.
You're not in a fancy building. At least, some people like cool buildings.
I'm just tired of the cool building thing. Like, I don't... Jeez-a-loo. For any of you Christian people out there that haven't read any of Francis Chain's work, go read Francis Chain and talk about hitting you in the face about big mega church buildings. It'll hit you in the face. Like if Jesus walked into your church today and saw everything that was going on, would this be what he thought the church was going to be looking like when he established the church? And it's like, oh,
Because nothing that starts out as a good idea ever ends that way.
Right.
America was supposed to be like this either.
yeah. I'm just like, no.
The founding fathers would murder all of us.
So we've come up, my gym and my people that come in the morning, we've come, I just put the idea out there. I was like, hey, why don't on Saturday mornings we just come to the gym, do like, we can pray or do a prayer or whatever, or just talk about Jesus for 5, 20, 10, 15 minutes, and then we'll just do some cardio work when we're done and walk around the block. And then...
See, there's your niche. Maybe you can have the Jesus gym.
Just establishing community is what it's about, so...
Yeah,
So, like-
for most people, the gym is their church, so that's they don't bring the church to the gym, but you can bring the church to the gym.
Well, we just want to. I see it as a way to
Double
just
dose.
actually help people because I know
Actually,
people.
Isn't that how that other guy in Virginia? Isn't that the Iron Saints? Isn't that his whole spiel?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We gotta get him on. That'd be a good one.
I don't talk to that guy often. Do you talk to that guy?
I don't think he talks in general on social media very much.
Oh, really?
He does in the Conjugate Church Education chat. Have to specify. So he's in that one a lot. He talks a lot in that one. So
That one? Really?
yeah, he's posted a lot in there. Like gave a lot of feedback in there. I have them both on mute, so like whenever I open them, it's just like 50 messages every time I open them. So
I wish mute actually did something. It does nothing. It still gives me notifications and stuff. Like not
Doesn't
to
give
my
me
phone, but like it shows me in
oh, the little
mailbox that-
bubble. Yeah.
Yeah, my OCD won't allow that. Like
Oh,
can't
I know.
have any
Yep.
story bubbles, and I can't have any fucking messages. It
Yep.
drives me nuts.
Facts. So then most of my stories are just
All my neuroses are just gonna make me good for fucking social media because I'll always respond to people.
if you send him a message, he will reply.
I will. I don't. People could just pump me for information. I will not charge you to tell you information. I don't give a shit.
That's how I got connected to this guy. I had to ask him one stupid freaking question.
Like I don't know if people realize you can do free consultations, and I'll show you how to do the FRC stuff. Even I don't care.
For free. Thinking about running a kids camp in December also.
That sounds horrid.
It's about marketing, Alex. It's about marketing yourself.
I mean, I guess groups are terrible.
It's not fun. I didn't say it was fun. It's about trying to get people into your gym.
So just have a fucking open gym day where you fucking provide food and snacks, and people can come work out for free.
That's what I'm gonna do. Only for a full month.
I would not do that.
I'm gonna try to educate people too. That's the goal.
Cool. You do it for 3 days then. Don't do it for a whole month.
Nope, for a full month. Because then, like you said, you're going to find the people that actually will show up for a full month, even when it's free. And then you're going to take those people and turn them into clients, hopefully.
Why don't you just do 1 day on the weekend for a month?
I'm not giving up my weekend. Screw that. And neither are other people. Obviously, you obviously...
People that want to work out will go work out on the weekends. What are you talking about?
No. People don't want to do things gym-related on the weekend.
What?
People don't want to go to the gym on the weekend.
Saturday is the day for most people to have the most fun of the day.
Not in this area. Sports activities, buddy. People want to go hang out with their kids and do things with their kids.
So everyone in your area has a child that plays sports?
Most of them, yes. It's a small community.
So 90% of the 3,000 people have a child that plays sports.
Probably.
There's only 300 adults that are childless.
Probably. That might be true. That might be true. No, but it's a large percentage.
I bet it's not even half.
Dude, you should see Friday Night Lights here. Everyone's there.
I believe everyone goes to watch it because there's nothing else to do.
And then guess what we do?
I'm not believing on a Saturday that everyone has a kid that's playing sports in 3 out of 3,000 people.
Guess what we do on Saturday? We go to youth league football.
What is the average percent of the fucking population that even has a kid?
Oh, I bet it's higher than you think.
I'm sure.
You have to exclude certain percentages there, buddy, because some kids can't have kids, obviously.
So, the average number of children in the United States.
I don't think you're gonna be able to find that data, homie.
I know, but we'll just go with how much of the average population is even under the age of 18? Let's just start with that. 22%. So that's 600 people in your town are children.
Probably, yeah.
So that means there's 1,200 parents.
Maybe.
That means half of the people in your area have a Saturday with free time to do, which you don't have a gym that would fit 1,500 people.
Yeah, but we also...
So if you got 25 out of those 1,500 to show up to your gym on a Saturday, it'd be a pretty busy day, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably. But I don't have the capacity to hold 25 people at a time, so...
Oh, you don't. So it sounds like you don't even have a big enough gym for the amount of people you could possibly house.
I'm saying these people don't want to come to the gym on a Saturday.
You don't know, maybe because you don't offer it up in a way that makes it exciting.
Here's my gym. It's free. Come to it.
Yeah, that is shit.
I know.
Instead, be like, hey guys, every Saturday, I'm going to run you through this program. We're going to be doing classes at this time, this time, this time. The first 5 spots are open, no charge. Come check it out. Boom. Structure, fucking results. You're talking about good stuff.
First 5 slots. You were talking about 25 people.
That was just a number I threw out there because out of 1,500, I think you could probably get 25 people.
Probably.
Roughly 5 out of every 100. And there's 1,500. What's 15 times 5, Nathan?
That's a big number.
75. So there's 75 potential clients in your area that have free time on Saturdays to come to classes that you could potentially make them and guarantee them a result like, hey, this is going to help you lose weight, or hey, this is going to help you reduce stress, or hey, this is going to help you lift more weight, or hey, this is going to make it so you don't hurt when you move around.
I don't know. Maybe. I think you underestimate what people want to do with their Saturdays. Overestimate.
I think you doubt the ability of persuasion.
I never went to the gym. I never went to the gym on Saturday until I had my own gym.
Well, as someone who's worked in a public gym, I can tell you, Saturday mornings from about 9 to about 1 o'clock, happening.
Bumping.
Rest of the day, dead.
Play the Snoop Dizzle Dog music and get it going.
That was, and you know why they were popping at those times? Because that's when the classes were. So if you want to get more people, and you want to be able to filtrate them into your gym for personal training,
and
yeah, maybe do classes on a Saturday, and then you don't have to affect anything that you're doing currently, and you're just expanding.
You want me to start offering the yoga booty classes?
No, it could be a fat loss class, though.
We're only going to do metabolic training, and we're only going to do systemic training.
They need for the first 3 years anyway, so what's the matter? Just dress it up with different exercises.
Here's the IRM. Here's the IRM. Good luck.
No, that's where you show your value by helping them,
Mm-hmm.
and then they go, "Oh,
It's hard, but it's probably going to be hard to show value in one day.
That's why you do it every Saturday for a month.
Okay,
Or
but if they're not doing if they're only doing it
really
once,
want to be the generous guy.
if they're only doing it once per week, that's not going to get them results.
People that do classes don't do. Well, yeah, it will.
No.
What are you talking about?
How? If their habits are that crappy, there's no way.
So then give them a guide on what to do when you're not with them. A little pamphlet of, here you go. This is what you need to do to make sure you get the results.
Yeah, probably. Just like, hey, this is just a little morsel. You have to do this more than one time a week.
Or here is how you would eat to make sure you get the results, or whatever X goal is.
That's fair. But
So you need to understand there's at least 75 people out there. So really, out of the entire population, you have 150 people in your area that you can make into clients.
I'm going to try to just... The problem is marketing to those people too, like getting it into the eyes and hands of people that want to see that kind of thing.
Yeah, marketing's not easy, but once you figure it out, it's free money.
See if Facebook can help me, because everyone uses Facebook in this damn town.
Well worth the investment, because once you can just print money because you're good at marketing, then you never have to worry about it ever again.
Here you go, people. Here's the stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking about the class idea thing for a little while now, so that might be an avenue I explore. Do like a youth class or an adult class or whatever. It's like, this is what we do.
Do you also offer incentives for referrals?
Kinda. Not really.
Well, word of mouth is the best way to get any business. So if you go, hey, if you bring anybody in here and they sign up, I'll give you X for free. Go. People have to be incentivized.
Had to keep trying.
Yeah, no shit. That's how this works.
Nope. No, it works. I just sit here and people come to me.
That's why I only do stuff I enjoy doing so that I can be a fucking robot and just do it over and over and over.
Nobody likes robots.
Again.
They all take over the world.
Yeah, whatever. My fucking Instagram likes it, so whatever.
Like,
I've gotten
but you're
more
shadow
leads.
banned. Sorry.
You know what I've gotten? More leads this week for fucking clients than I had for months at the beginning of the year. So something's working.
Ooh, doggy.
Maybe it's this God you speak of is recognizing the fact that I'm trying so hard and he's rewarding me with opportunity.
I don't think that's how that works, but sure.
You don't? You don't think that's how it works?
No. Not really.
I would have thought that would totally fall into the
Not really.
belief thing. Because I totally see that's how the universe works. Every time I try and I'm doing it the right way, it gives me the opportunities that I seek. Now, does it hand them to me on a fucking golden platter to where I can just execute and get it done? No,
I think
it keeps giving me the opportunities.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think if you work hard, obviously, it's going to present opportunities for you. I think that's just life.
That's not God.
I don't think so. I don't think
Who
so.
the fuck's making the opportunities then? Who's the opportunity maker?
You are. You're making them.
The Wishmaster.
Wishmaster. No, your hard work does that.
In your world, you could pray for it, and then all of a sudden it happens.
No, that's not a magic genie. Get out of here. It's not a genie in a bottle.
I'm not saying it's a genie, but if you pray for something and it comes to you in a certain form, it's like the saying goes, right? Like everybody wants the fucking cake, but they have all the ingredients in front of them. It's like the shit you need is usually right in front of you. You just gotta like do it.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking crazy, but
Well, yeah, we know that. That's fine.
I'm a robot. So.
Yes, psychopathic robot trying to take over the world with
I'm just
Skynet.
trying to because I show people what it takes to get results is to be consistent. I'm a robot.
Yes.
Wah, 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 wah.
Clip that noise. I'm gonna play that every time. I'm just gonna put that in my gym on a big screen. Constantly play it over and over again.
I should just start making videos of like yelling at people like fucking CT Fletcher does.
Dude, that guy's crazy.
Yeah, well, I call it inspirational. You call it crazy. Same difference.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's fine. He's a psychopath.
All the great ones are. Greatness is right next door to crazy, Nathan.
It's fair. I don't want to be crazy.
That's fine. You don't have to be crazy. But you can always do better than you think you can. So quit putting limiting beliefs on yourself.
Stop it. Stop it with that
That
nonsense.
goes out to every person. That's everyone. We're our own worst enemies 100% of the time.
Bro, we've went 2 hours and 8 minutes.
Crushing it. I still think. Did we ever wrap up the hypertrophy thing? I never saw.
I don't know.
I don't understand. Did any of that make any sense?
What are you trying to wrap up
Every time
there?
we talk about training, it just derails into something else.
Okay, I'm just gonna say you want to talk about you got 10 minutes.
I don't know. I just feel like we.
Because that's not what this podcast is really for when it's our time. We let everybody else talk about the programming and the training and the stuff, and we just talk about nonsense.
I don't ask questions to anybody about training. Like, that's one thing I noticed, like, Khalil does a lot. He likes to ask training questions, and I'm like, I don't ever ask training questions.
Like, what do you do? What do you do for this or this specific thing? Or do you do this? Yeah. I noticed that too.
He's good about that. I'm not.
Well, because you got it all figured out.
I thought when you asked the question, I don't have it all figured out. I'm more curious about people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Well, I think people like to hear about people, not really necessarily training.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what people like, and I don't really fucking care.
And that's why people are worried about you, buddy.
Why are they worried about me?
Because you just said you don't care. I don't care what people want. I don't like
care
them.
what people want or think. I do this shit that I want to do. I'm not doing this shit for anyone else.
See, that's not. You have to care about people, buddy.
Oh, I care about the people I help. Obviously,
no, you just said you don't care about them.
The podcast is not to help anybody.
What?
Podcast is to have fun.
Why can't it help people though?
It totally can. I'm not saying it can't. I'm just saying the idea behind it was not to be like, hey, let me spread my gospel far and wide so people will listen to what I have to say. No, I just want to fuck around. Like, I just wanted to have some fun. That's all it is. It turns out to be like the coolest networking tool in the world. So, like, fucking awesome. But like, no, I didn't have some fucking like self-righteous fucking idea with this of like, I'm gonna get people to listen to me in the way that I want it. No, I don't give a shit if you listen to me or not.
Oh God, that's funny. Alex is
cool.
the gospel.
If you don't, well, you probably should.
The gospel of Alex.
Yeah, exactly.
Look out, everyone.
I needed to fight the shadow ban somehow. So podcast, here we are.
That's fair.
And I didn't want to be on stories all the time. Well, here I am doing both.
You're just a regular social media influencer at this point.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, Alex is an influencer.
Micro influencer, I think is the correct term.
Probably. Yeah, that's actually probably correct. Now just build you a big donk and booty and start showing it off to the world, and now you'll have all three facets.
Just don't show it off.
Yeah, just show it off, and then you're easily an influencer.
Took one of those selfies in the mirror after a workout the other day, and I'm like, do I post this? And I go, nope, don't post that. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy, please, God.
Because there's sometimes when you get done working out, and you're just like, this is really what I look like? Like, this really fucking happened? Like,
I don't feel that way.
You lose 14 pounds. It's a big difference.
Yeah, I don't feel that way.
Yeah, well, we're not going to talk about your tracking habits, okay?
Okay, let's not.
Yeah. You don't want to be roasted in front of the world.
Oh, you can roast me all you want. I tell people.
Roasting in a lake of hell, dude. I'll give you a fucking free preview of what that's like if you want.
Whoa, no, it's not even close.
Sign up for my coaching.
Not even close.
I will gladly show you what it's like to feel like being put over a fucking fire.
No, not even close. No.
Okay. I'm pretty nice to you.
Your definition of nice and my definition of nice are two different things.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
That's okay. We'll work on it.
Just think about how much worse my definition of being an asshole to you would be then.
That's fine.
Think about where that would be.
If it was worse than what it was, then I would just be like, yeah, nice knowing you, guy.
That's fine. I wouldn't fault you for it. Just be like, that guy's soft.
You're hilarious.
Most people are soft. That's a bit soft.
No, they're just different than you. They just see
soft.
the world differently.
The lack of competition has made people soft.
Oh, people just have had different life experiences than you.
I live in one of the most privileged areas around. They're soft. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's fine. That's in that area. But I'm just saying people have experienced life differently. That's not their fault.
Too, I understand, but they should have a little hardened up as people. And
well, what if they did? What if they haven't had to?
And I feel really bad for them because life's gonna smack them in the face.
Is it? If they have a lot of money, they don't have to worry about life.
Oh, yeah. Money doesn't solve being depressed or hating yourself or any of those things. You can be rich as fuck financially and be the poorest motherfucker I've ever met and have the worst mindset in the world.
Yeah, I don't know that they have a lot of problems though. I mean,
yeah, they do. That's why they try to drink them away and do drugs, and like their lives suck more than most people that have a simple life.
Yeah.
That's the part that people don't really get is if you really enjoy your day-to-day process, nobody can really beat that or take it away from you.
Well, I'm pretty happy with what's going on.
My cyborgness makes me extremely happy every day. So even if I had tons of money, I would do the same shit, just probably in different areas.
You think?
And I would eat way more crazy food.
What if you're a millionaire? You think your life would change?
I would be on a yacht.
Doing the workout with a gym on the yacht?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, God.
Fucking yacht your way around the world watching F1 races or something.
Oh, my God. No, I don't want to watch F1. Screw that.
I would. That would be so cool.
It's boring.
What?
F1's boring.
You're retarded.
It's boring.
You're retarded.
It's boring.
The most incredible fucking machines on the planet almost, and you're like, oh, it's boring.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. They're just going in circles.
They're not. That's not NASCAR, you retard.
I know, but they're just.
Left, yeah, at 200 fucking miles an hour. Dude.
I like drag
Crazy.
racing better than I like that. I think that's cooler.
Well, I like drag racing the best too, but F1 is fucking. Those things are insane. It's so fun to drive. That's what I'd do. I'd find a way to drive one of those motherfucking things.
That'd be fun.
If I had millions of dollars, I would probably race cars.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because that's an expensive hobby.
Yeah, cars are stupid. And they're getting worse and worse and worse.
Well, yeah, that's why when you tell me I charge too much, I'm like, it's just the same as a car payment every month. I don't think it's that crazy.
Yeah, I think if people though have to choose car payment or your gym membership, they're gonna pick their car.
That would be, you're thinking of the wrong demographic, Nathan.
I'm just saying that like people when they have to make sacrifices aren't gonna go, Alex is training or the car. I know, I'm just saying in general.
So
Just a generalized statement.
Yeah, I don't want the general population.
Oh well.
That's the whole reason I make it so hard to
None
become a client.
of my people I train then would get to train.
Like that. Huh?
None of my people that I get to
I
train.
don't care about you right now.
Oh.
I'm talking about you.
I'm not talking about you either. I'm just saying in general.
I am. I'm talking about me.
I don't care about you. Get the hell out of my life.
That's fine.
I'm just saying, like, the people that then I would never get to help the people that I get to help every day.
To do what I do. I was just explaining what I do. I wasn't saying you need to do it.
Why don't you? You wouldn't get to help these people. If these people came to you that I train with, you wouldn't get to help them.
And they didn't want to invest in themselves, I'd say, I'm really sorry.
No, if they don't have the money to do it.
Then we could work something out.
What if they couldn't?
There has to be enough of an investment that you're not going to miss. Like, that's what it has to be.
Yeah,
I
man.
work with people on prices all the time.
These people that I train, they don't spend an arm and a leg, and they show up all the time.
Okay, well,
But
that's cool.
but you wouldn't
You're
train them,
willing
is what I'm saying.
I've already done that for you. You don't realize I did that for 5 years at Gold. I don't need to do that anymore. Because you know what happens? You end up doing 40 sessions a week, and you end up still not making enough money, and then the job just seems really unstable and impossible. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but then if you don't ever get people to bite, you don't have any money.
I didn't have any money when I had people buying 40 sessions a week.
Hmm.
Now I work 20 hours a week and have more money than I ever did then. So I don't know.
Because people didn't pay their cars off, they paid you.
No, I found people with more money that don't have, an expense like that is not anything.
Yeah. Well, maybe one day I will find those people, but I have not found them yet.
That's fair. I haven't found a lot of them yet, but they exist.
Well, yeah, people with money are out there.
Yeah.
There's lots of billionaires, lots of millionaires.
There's like a fucking couple thousand millionaires, I believe.
Is that how many?
Something like that.
No, there's a
Crazy
lot.
Fucking number.
There's definitely a lot.
Probably hundreds of thousands of millionaires. Actually, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, there's probably a bunch. I bet it's a larger number than we would even think, probably. I don't think $1 million is that much anymore, to be honest.
No. Not at all.
Not really. I mean, if you make that yearly, like, good for you. You're doing pretty damn good.
Holy fuck, dude.
Is it shocking? Is it more than we would imagine?
59.4 million people are millionaires.
Wow. It's impressive.
So I think we could be one of those people.
So that's
I'm sorry to think that seems crazy, but to be 1 out of 55 million people.
1 in 6? So 1 in 6 people are millionaires. Right?
So there's 6 billion people. So
No. Oh, I thought you were doing it in the United States. Okay, I'm with you now.
in the world.
Oh, okay. What about the United
59 million
States?
people in the world.
What about the United States? Can you get that one?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Google can do everything.
The Google can do it all.
There's 22.7 million people in the United States.
22.7 million?
Yeah.
So
Almost 50% of them are in the United States.
So there's 385 million people roughly.
We'll say 400. We'll round it up to 400.
Okay, so 20 divided. Let's just round down then, and just to be safe. So 20 divided by 400. So
88,000 people are millionaires.
88,000.
Yeah,
1 in
22%
88,000.
400,000?
Yeah, 1 in 88,000. Wow.
Well, no, there's 88,000 millionaires out of the 400,000 people.
400,000.
Almost 25%. Or 400 million.
Yeah. So it'd be
So that would be even. That'd be there means there's 880,000.
so
You're
one
at almost 25%.
1 in 880,000 people are millionaires. Is that what we're saying?
I don't think so.
Oh my God. I'm just going to do the math. I'm just going to literally do the whole number here. So let's say there's 400 million people.
Yeah. No,
Divided by
80,000 out of 400 million.
22 million people you said are?
22%. Or 22 million. Yeah, sorry.
Oh my God, you're
That's
killing
where I
me.
fucked up. My bad.
You're killing me.
Percentage mixed up.
So yeah. That means 18% of the population is a millionaire.
You don't think you could be in the top 18% of people? I feel like that seems
Maybe.
hard.
Maybe. If I do, I do. I don't, I don't. All right. I'm tired of sitting in this chair, butthole. It's been 2 hours and a half.
There, I'm going to go make pancakes.
Yeah, those look pretty good.
Pretty tasty.
You squish them together like your donuts and just...
Yeah. You get like a stack of 6 and just eat, one bite at a time.
You just drink it with milk, or do you just do it with water?
Water.
Oh. You're literally the definition of a hot dog eating contest at that point. It lubes it up.
So good. I'm excited.
All right, man. Are we doing one Saturday? Hang on. Remind me if we're doing one Saturday.
Not till Khalil next week.
Okay, so not this Saturday, but next Saturday will be a bonus episode, and we will see you again next
the
Wednesday.
11th.
No, that's not this Saturday, but next, right? No, it's 2 weeks.
Saturdays.
Okay. So we will see you next Wednesday, hopefully with a guest.
Yeah, Khalil will be on.
Khalil, our first returning guest, will be on next week.
Yeah.
Excited to see how the podcast has progressed and what Mr. Khalil was up to at the Swiss convention.
Pretty much still a shit show, so.
Yeah, it's always going to be a shit show. What are we talking about here?
I mean, today we got on topics of God and money and training. Like, it's pretty good diversity.
That's what the title's going to be. God, training, and money.
That should be the title. That's your best one yet.
Yeah. What? Screw you. I make some good titles. I make good titles. Oh my God. On the ones that we do, because I'm like, I have no idea what to name this. I have no idea. The other ones are pretty good. They're creative.
Fair.
God, money, and training. ... Yep, that's the title. All right, everyone. If you've made it to hour almost 3 of the podcast today, and have you found the secret special sauce of what the title of the episode is called? Kudos to you. But
And if anyone's listening, just someone fucking please hire Nathan.
shut the hell up. I have plenty of people that have hired me.
Someone throw a lot of money at him.
Shut up. I don't need a lot of money. No, I don't need a lot of money.
Well, you do need money, and if you got a lot of it, it would make things easier. So
No.
to say you don't need
No,
a lot
that's
of
not
money
true.
is probably one of the stupidest fucking
Money does
things.
not always make your life easier. You just said that.
No, money doesn't make you a good person or have like a good mental state.
Well,
It
yeah,
can
so
definitely alleviate a lot of stress.
maybe my mental
help
state
with
would
some
go
of
to
that.
shit.
Probably.
That's what I'm saying. I don't need my money. I don't need...
Well, you need enough money to feel like you're gonna survive.
I'm going to survive. I'm fine.
It used to be 50,000 a year. I think it's 100.
Oh, God. Well, I don't make that. So I'm just being honest. Transparency. Don't make that.
So if somebody gives Nathan like a $50,000.
No,
payment
God,
full
no. I'm
for,
never...
like,
no.
If someone said, "Will you train me for life and I'll give you $100,000," would you do it?
I don't know. Maybe.
I would. I'd fucking do it in a heartbeat.
You
me?
and your money.
No, $100,000 would change my entire life, and one person for the rest of their life, no big deal. Like easy peasy. Let's get it done.
Maybe.
I would have a gym. I would have no debt.
Yeah.
Be fucking
Maybe.
set. What do you mean maybe?
I don't know. Maybe. Just depends.
You could literally. I would have no debt. I could have $50,000 in investments that I live off of, and I could just have one client the rest of my life that I would only have to deal with if I wanted to.
$50,000 off of investments. What do? Just pay your stuff off with investments?
I would pay my stuff off and then take the other $50,000, which I'd have more than that.
Oh, I see. And just put it
that
in investments. Yeah.
And live off my investments.
Live off what it draws. Got it.
Yeah, I have if I had $50,000, I have an investment that would make me like $4,000 a month.
Solid. It's a good investment.
So I could live off of that, no problem.
That was a nice find.
And then that's what I mean. If I just pay off my debt and put all my money in that, all I have to do is hang out at the gym.
You found a good investment there. That was nice. However you found that. Good job.
Because I fucking manifested it, bro.
Oh my God. This guy in manifestation. Get out of my life.
No, it's real. Lunch, come to my side. Come to the dark side.
I don't like the dark side. Your side's weird and creepy, and there's weird stuff and drugs over there. I'm safe over here.
You don't have to do drugs. There's no drugs involved.
What? You involve drugs every day of your life, buddy.
I choose to. I don't make anybody else do that.
Oh, I'm just saying. That's spooky season.
I don't ever
You got
tell
the spooky
anybody
stuff.
what they have to or don't have to
What?
do. I tell them the way I get results, and if they want the same one, I strongly advise you do the same thing. Otherwise, I can't guarantee anything.
Results may vary. Maybe that's the title of the episode. Results may vary.
There you go.
If you listen to this podcast, results may vary.
Exactly.
All right, man. Have a great day.
Thanks. You too.
Goodbye.